Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Default Gamer Podcast, episode 12. We've done a dozen episodes now. Well, we haven't done a dozen episodes yet. We're not done with this one.
Yeah, true.
But I am Kelly the Gamer, otherwise known as Kelly, otherwise known as the God Gamer, and I am here with another person who thinks he's a God Gamer.
Yeah, true. I am Default Miserable, also known as Tyler, and also known as nobody else, because that two aliases is far too many. One too many for me.
Yeah. So, how's it been going, Tar? I don't know why I said how's it going. Like we never talk to each other. This is the only time we talk to each other.
What the hell did I... Hold
on. We haven't been here in quite a while.
Okay, I don't... What the fuck did I do?
Tyler's not okay right now, guys.
I completely fucked something up. I don't... Wait. Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
So we took a 3-month hiatus, partially due to laziness. That was on Tar's part. I've been waiting for Tar to do another episode. But anyway, it was partially due to just like the holidays, me having surgery, vacation, and just probably some other stuff. Like Tyler got sick 1 week, and then it's just Tyler's been sick like 3 weeks. Tyler was out of commission for 2 weeks, like in January or something like that. So I don't know. We just have a whole mixture of reasons why we've been on a hiatus.
When did I get sick? Dude, my fucking brain is not.
You had
here
COVID twice or something, didn't you?
No. Or was that when I got the fucking when I got the?
Well, you had the ear thing, but then you also, I think you got sick 1 week too.
Was that when I got the hand foot shit or whatever?
It might have been. I don't remember.
It might have. I have no idea. Everything is just kind of blending together. But okay, sorry. I don't know what the fuck happened. Somehow I turned off the overlay. I'm glad I looked at Streamlabs because I looked over and there was just no overlay. We were just two boxes just floating in space. And I tried to turn back the overlay back on, and then it was the wrong overlay. It was the one that I made for if we ever have a guest. Okay, so now I've got it all figured out. That was a very...
Tyler's having issues.
I scuffed the fuck out of that out of the beginning of this. That's how you know we have not done this in forever, and it has been strictly out of just me being lazy. I don't blame Kelly, but also he hasn't asked me to do an episode, and I feel like at one point if he did, I would have said, yeah, let's do it. But I feel I've been strictly...
we need to do another episode, and you've been just yeah, I have nothing to talk about, I don't know.
I mean,
but at the beginning of this week, I feel like we need to do an episode. We have so much to talk about now. We have all this stuff to talk about. I think just to get it out of the way, we're just gonna start with the thing that we like to talk about the most on this podcast for some reason. I don't know why.
Rockstar Games, our favorite company. Please buy our shark cards. We get commission from Rockstar Games if you buy shit.
No. So if you guys don't know,
so it's not a big
DLC.
It's not a big thing. There's not been.
Yeah, we're saving the better stuff for later.
We're surprisingly this is the one time we're not gonna completely just down talk shit all over Rockstar because they didn't. They didn't. Oh, okay, I guess we are apparently. But I mean, they didn't do something. Just we're not talking about them because they didn't they did something stupid like we've been doing, or they didn't announce something about GTA 6.
They did do something stupid. They gave us a really bad DLC.
Okay, so GTA Online had a DLC called the Cluckin Bell Farm Raid, and it was not great.
Okay, I I think people are saying like that the DLC as a whole isn't bad.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's not a horrible
it's not what we
DLC.
were expecting.
Yeah.
Like it could definitely be better. And I'm just gonna say that anything that's not Michael at this point, no one wants to have it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have Michael, we don't want it.
They like hella teased us with Jimmy being in like the cutscene, but like he's not even actually like part of the DLC. He was just there just to be like a major cock tease.
It's like, hey, there's a main story character. You're never
Like
gonna get to see him or hear from him, but
I feel like them pointing that out, like pointing out, like, you know, them showing the guy in front of the burger shot. That had nothing to do with the DLC. They just wanted to throw that in there just because.
just like, hey, look at that guy over there.
Like I feel like maybe
Hey,
like
look at that guy.
they made the cutscene, and they were like, oh, we're gonna get Jimmy in this DLC. Maybe the voice actor didn't want to do it or something. I don't know, but probably not. It's Rockstar.
Well, I mean, they did make this like, because I'm pretty sure this is like an old DLC. Like, I don't think this is actually like a new,
Oh.
like new something they made. I'm pretty sure they had this like in the, like on the back burner or something like that.
Oh.
Because like, didn't that cutscene get like leaked?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I personally played the DLC. Kelly did not. And
Yeah,
going into the
going into the
DLC, I knew quite a bit about it because I'd been kind of like following stuff about it from like when it was like starting to get kind of like talked about a lot before Rockstar even ever announced it, because like pretty much like everything about the DLC got leaked like months in advance. Like we knew like a lot of information about the raid, and like the opening cutscene and the ending cutscene both got leaked. And even like the opening cutscene to like the actual like the finale mission got leaked too, I think. So yeah, we knew a lot about the DLC going into it. And it just
that finale was just sad. It was just so
was
anticlimactic.
Very, very disappointing. I had like not high hopes, but like I thought it could be something cool, just like based on like what it sounded like it was gonna be, because like everyone was like, "Oh, it's basically gonna be another heist," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's gonna fucking be like
It's not even labeled heist.
yeah." Because like, I mean, some people
those
were
prep
calling it a
missions-
heist. Some people were calling it a heist. Some people were saying it's gonna be like a heist, and it was not even kind of like a heist.
It's more of a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Those prep missions were just they were way too easy. You just fucking go somewhere, shoot some people, and that's it.
Yeah. Like I think I only struggled with one because this is the thing that I thought was cool. The concept of going to like you had like all these like different choices like while you were in the mission to go steal your weapons from. So you just they put you in the mission. They're like, okay, you can go to A, B, or C to get your weapons, and that you just have that option to just kind of free roam, and you can go get all the weapons if you want or whatever. And then if you go to one specific gang to get your weapons, and then it's the same thing when you go get your getaway car. But if you go to the same gang for the getaway car, they're going to be more aggressive. And I thought that was cool, but that's also why I struggled, because that it was a little more aggressive than I could handle by myself as a solo player, because I'm not that good with the shooting, especially with the driving, because they just like endlessly spawned a bunch of dickheads on your drive back, which is what I struggled with mainly. But yeah,
I like how the one I saw when they went to get the weapons. I think it was the weapons. They went to like Sandy Shores Airfield, and it was like supposed to be like the hardest one in whatever his name, the guy on the intercom, the speaker. He was like, these people are trained militia people. They're like, they know what they're doing. They're big guys and tough guys, whatever. And he gets there, and there's like fucking 6 people there.
Yeah.
And like it takes like 5 seconds to shoot everybody, and then grab the stuff and then leave. I was like, what? That was it. And I'm so glad that I didn't play it, because I would have been so sad. Just like they like you get to drive the train, and then you get to drive it for like 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and you don't even go anywhere.
Like you finally get to drive the train, and it's like not like
I thought
like. Go ahead.
I thought that you were gonna get to drive it all the way there.
Yeah.
Not just like into a tunnel, and then you get there.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, because like it makes sense that you have to like kind of like store the train before the heist. You're not gonna like take it to the factory or whatever. But like then you start the finale mission and you're just already fucking there on the train. Like what the fuck? Like why have something so cool in the prep mission, but then like why couldn't we start the finale with just like driving the train for a little bit to get to the factory? Like I heard someone, I can't remember who it was, but they made a good point about like it was like compared to like other stuff in GTA Online, compared to like you have to like drive everywhere. It's more, this one's more of like they're kind of like teleporting you around to be like it's more like convenient. But I feel like in that specific case where it's something like so fucking cool and innovating, they kind of fucked it up. It's just like, well, there you are. You're just already at the place, and yeah, and then
like when you're actually on the train, the enemies just like they're not even enemies. They just like
they just
run into you.
They just sit
stop
there
in
on the
front of the
tracks.
train and you run into them. This is not very smart. They're not smart people.
Yeah, like it would have been cool to like have some enemies to like have to shoot or something. I mean, because like it was cool to be able to like shoot out of the train, because like you couldn't even do that in story mode. I don't think when like you drive the train and derailed. And it's like a different experience from that too, because you're kind of forced into first person when you do that in the story mode. It is kind of like, it's kind of like weirdly satisfying to just like ram into all the cars on the train track and just blow them the fuck up, but it's like that was my whole thing with the DLC. Like they had like a lot of like good ideas and like a lot of it was like innovating, and I feel like maybe somewhere down the line they can like take some of those ideas and like make an actually good heist with the ideas that they have into this, and not make it like really just straightforward and boring. Because like it's like a lot of good ideas, really innovating, but it goes fucking absolutely nowhere because it just falls flat on its face. Like the finale, the finale is so fucking like it's dumb. It's just so straightforward. There's like nothing really to it. You're there for like you're like in and out of the building within like 5 minutes, except for me because I didn't see the goddamn crowbar.
Like a tutorial.
Yeah, it's like a tutorial.
It's a tutorial for new players.
I felt so stupid because there's the one room where you have to like get the crowbar and open up the crates. I didn't notice the crowbar, and the game doesn't really point it out to you, or maybe it does. I don't know, but I was just like running around. I was like, because I went up to the crate and it was like, you don't have the required item, and I was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to? I was just like, I ran around the entire goddamn building, and like by the time I was like trying to like figure out, like by the time I actually just like got fed up and looked up a video, I like killed all of the enemies in the building. Like there was no enemies left in the building.
Did you get to do it stealthy?
Yeah.
Or jeweler?
No, because I didn't understand, because like I don't even think I did anything to get caught in that one mission. Like I just randomly was caught all of a sudden. I didn't even do anything.
Damn. That's crazy.
I think that's what happened. I don't know, but
I still have this whole thing where like, on one hand, like these DLCs are scaring me for GTA 6. Like, just like, I swear if GTA 6 is anything like this.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, you're just assuming that they are bad because they're making GTA 6 and they're not focusing on GTA Online.
Yeah, that's mostly been my impression and kind of just my hopes, is that GTA Online has been so terribly bad because all of like their good devs are working on GTA 6. But like on the other hand, you're like, well, why don't they just hire other good devs to work on GTA Online while the like their main good devs work on GTA 6? Like you'd think that's what they do, but also like it's Rockstar, so like they don't want to, like they're sitting there counting all their money. Like we don't want to spend all this money on other devs.
Well, I don't know what they are I don't know what they're spending on.
Well, they probably have more money than they fucking know what to do with.
They're just sitting there rolling around in it. They're busy buying 5M so that 5M can't let people have fun. That's what their plan was. They raised all
Yeah.
this money so they could buy 5M. They're like, no one's gonna have fun on our watch.
they're that they're too busy just trying to figure out how they're gonna make room for all the extra money they're gonna get for GTA 6. They're like, look at all this money
Like,
we have.
we gotta buy
Where is it all gonna
storage
go?
lockers for it.
Yeah.
They had to buy vaults for GTA 6 money.
Yeah.
But it's like GTA Online is not going anywhere. They obviously have big plans for it because like it's obviously gonna eventually. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do when GTA 6 comes out. I don't know if they're gonna like have a GTA Online 2 or like just upgrade like combine the maps or something like that. I don't know if like they're gonna make a whole new like thing for it. I assume that they would, but
Yeah.
but it's not like it's going anywhere. So like you'd think that this is like they're working their hardest on it, but obviously it does not appear that they are.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm like, I would hope they're
But
like
they're-
more focused on GTA 6 than they are online.
But it's
But-
also just like the biggest people at Rockstar that were there when GTA 5 came out are gone. Like
Yeah.
all the people that were like all the top people that were there are gone.
Yeah.
So that's like what scares me.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer was good. The first trailer was good. So, as of right now, my hopes are my expectations are super super high for GTA 6. But of course, there wasn't any like actual gameplay in the trailer. So that's what I'm like really waiting for is for there to be a gameplay trailer.
Like I didn't see them as like a money hungry company until like the last few years. Like when GTA 5 came out, you didn't think of Rockstar as like a greedy money hungry company. They just came out with a really good game that everyone bought. So that's why they all of a sudden made a lot of money. And then
I think it's
like
just
it's always
really
been it's always been like the top selling franchise.
it's really just because of online. That's the bottom line. Is just like they put out online. They were just all of a sudden they were making all this money. They were like, look how much money we can make off of GTA Online. Let's just do this forever.
Well,
Never make
yeah,
another game ever again.
well, that's mostly because of when GTA Online started to get big. It was mostly like that era where, like this generation of like teenagers, like not teenagers, like not even teenagers, like young kids start to like play Fortnite and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they're like always wanting to buy extra money. So that's like where these companies are starting to move to because they know that they can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. This I wouldn't really
Like
come in because like
28 like
GTA
2018,
Online was like
it's like-
the OG Fortnite because Fortnite didn't even come out until 2017. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like that's around the time that like this kind of like things started happening. It's like
Well, yeah, that's when like online started to go downhill. Like they put up the Doomsday Heist, and that was like the last like good thing they actually did.
yeah. Well, wasn't I thought Casino was after Doomsday.
Oh
it
yeah, I
wasn't.
guess Casino was
Because the Casino came
yeah.
out when we started.
Casino. The Casino Heist came out in like 2019, I think.
Yeah, that was like the last good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I like Dr. Dre wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, like if
It
it
could have
didn't
been a
have
lot
Frank,
better.
if it didn't have Franklin in it, it would have been a little bit different. Like I feel like it could have still been a good, like a half decent DLC. But I feel like the only reason people like really liked that DLC was because of Franklin and Lamar.
And the short trips.
Yeah. So I mean, without Franklin and Lamar in that DLC, it wouldn't even really been that big of a deal. Because there would have just not been as much to that DLC.
Yeah, and especially now that they're like, it's starting to seem like they don't give a shit about computer users. Like everything's on next gen now. Like any kind
Yeah.
of new stuff, like they got the Hal's new workshop, they got all the vehicles. Like everything's on next gen now. Like you can't do any of this stuff on PC, which makes literally no sense because it's like the same exact kind of like they could easily put all this on PC. Like PS5 and Xbox One are like equivalent to PCs now. Like that's where we've come with consoles, that they're like equivalent to PC level now.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously like some reason they're not putting it on PC. That has something.
I think they're just they just don't want to deal with having to like they don't want to deal with modders. They don't want to have to deal with like we made this new stuff, but we don't want to have to go through the trouble of making it safe, like making sure that no one can like get through it on PC.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like they're like a lot of the new stuff is just fucking like completely locked behind the wall of GTA Plus anyway. And if they put a lot of the stuff on PC, it's like modders can easily just get through that without even having to pay for Plus. And that's probably not like the main reason.
Isn't GTA isn't that only on consoles too?
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
I don't even think you could get GTA Plus on PC.
Yeah. Because all the content that you can get with GTA Plus is on console strictly. Anyway, so not because isn't the Vinewood card whatever the fuck on PC?
I don't think so, because I don't think I got to go in it. I went down there and tried to go into it, I think.
Well, I mean, you probably have to have Plus to go even get the option to go in there, but
I don't know.
But I have no idea. It probably is exclusive to console.
But this whole thing is why I've just like I've been done. I haven't like the last time I played online was like months and months ago. Like I've been so obsessed with 5M now, which is another thing that we can start talking about.
Yeah, I played because I played the Farm Raid, and then like before that, like I hadn't played online in like forever. But yeah, I've also just been obsessed with RP.
I don't remember. Like,
even if I wasn't,
where we were at in that stage of RP when we last talked about it. Had we had joined Covert yet?
Yeah, I think we.
I don't remember. I don't remember when our last podcast episode was.
Yeah, I think we had like just joined Covert.
Yeah, we were like talking all the shit about our old city.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we found this new one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
A lot of things have changed since then.
Yeah.
Like we've been in Covert. If you guys want a good RP city, go to Covert. Covert
Valley RP.
If you're on my Twitch, then you can do exclamation point RP, I think, and it gives the link to that Discord.
I should have that command as well on my Twitch chat as well.
But yeah, like I'm a dev there now. I've been learning lots of dev stuff. Like I didn't know too much dev. Like I knew like HTML and CSS obviously, but like I told them that like I'd be happy to start learning to do that kind of stuff. Like because most GTA 5M stuff is with Lua. I'm not gonna get into that because it's programming and all that stuff. Not everyone's gonna find it interesting, but it's pretty easy. It's a lot like Python, which is like the easiest kind of coding language to like play around with and learn. That's like for that kind of stuff, having things work like that, just like trying to get easy stuff to work. So that's why like Python and Lua are like the easiest kinds of things to learn, because it's like really easy to read. It's not like JavaScript where like you look at it and you're like, what the hell am I looking at? Because I still even say that. I look at JavaScript code and I'm like, what am I looking at? It's like a bunch of nonsense, which I still want to try to learn Java, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. But yeah, so I've been having good time learning dev stuff. I did open up my own city. Well, not open it up, but I started like a side project just so I can like try to learn to do it from scratch, because I want to be able to learn more. Like I don't want to like I want to learn more about the dev stuff, but I don't want to like have to. Like I literally had Tyler, like he wanted to get an MLO in Covert, and I was like literally like convinced him to do it just so that I could have something to do dev wise. Not even just so I could do something death-wise. I just wanted to do something because the city was like has been like dead for like the past few weeks, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want something to do. Supply trays right now. But I also, because like I'm not gonna like sit there and like play around with random stuff. I don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to like start my own server and like try to like learn to do it from scratch and be able to add my own stuff and whatever. Just be able to play around with it.
Yeah. So you
Maybe one day open it. Maybe one day open it up, but that's probably like a while from now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see where that goes.
Yeah. I haven't been on super frequently lately, mainly because it's been pretty dead lately, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, the population is the biggest issue right now.
Yeah, it's also just because I've been really lazy. But
so that's why if you want a good store to go to, join them, and then tell your mom, your dad, your uncle, your dog.
I mean,
your cat.
Probably don't tell your mom. It's not GTA is not a good place for moms.
Yeah, probably. Tell your cousins and your brothers and your sisters.
But yeah, so me and Kelly and Wheezy had been running a bean machine for a while, and then Kelly wanted me to because like you were saying, he wanted me to get an MLO, and he found a different bean machine MLO that would have been like a different like building that is a bean machine in the city, but it would have like an actual interior and stuff. And I thought it'd been really cool. I thought it'd been really cool.
I was saying it's the one that Jimmy and Michael go to.
Yeah.
So that people know.
I thought it was a really cool idea to like have two bean machines in the city, especially since the one that
for franchising.
Yeah, especially because the one that we found was like really really fucking cool looking inside. But unfortunately, they already had like an MLO in that area, and I guess there was some issue with that, so that I couldn't do it. But
I think they just don't want to have too many resources in one spot.
Yeah, which makes sense.
We already have enough people having head pops.
Yeah,
we don't need another spot.
And the city runs like shit for some people. And then I eventually ended up buying a Trey Bakery. I haven't done a whole lot with it. I still haven't even really made food yet because I've been like really fucking lazy about it. But yeah. But it's been.
I don't understand
really cool
why I've had
though.
so many head pops in like this past month. Like these past few weeks, I've had like more head pops than I've ever had. Like for like the first 2 months or 3 months I was here, I never had a single head pop, not a single one.
Yeah.
Also, for people listening and watching right now that don't play RP, a head pop is when your game crashes. Just
yeah.
In case you don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, they're like,
it's like
your
listening.
Head
They're like,
oh no,
what's a head pop?
I don't know if it was. I feel like it was probably like when we joined Sinners, but I feel like when we first started, I was crashing a lot.
I always had them in Sinners. Like.
Oh yeah, so that's probably what
I had way too many there.
Yeah, I think when we first joined Covert, I didn't really have any crashes either. But
it's so weird that like everyone has either one of them. Like everyone that's been into both cities with us, they either never crash in Sinners and always crash in Covert, or they always crash in Sinners and don't crash in Covert. It's like it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I feel like I've been crashing too terribly much, but I feel like every time I do crash, it's always at like the most inconvenient times.
I swear it's always when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Like that's the only time it ever happens to me is when I'm driving.
Oh, which also that made me think of something. I'm also EMS in covert as well. So if you do join,
And I'm a trooper. I'm an
and-
FTO lead.
so if you join covert, you can shoot yourself in the face, and then I'll come save you.
Oh my god!
And then
Don't
Kelly
do
will
that.
come-
That's part of the rules.
And then Kelly will come arrest you for using guns. Oh, fuck it.
And then they'll probably be mad at you for breaking the rules.
It's a rule to shoot yourself in the face.
It's a rule to do you know,
Suicide?
that one word. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I
also
don't-
you
I think
can't
that's- I think that's one of the
you
rules.
can't shoot yourself in the face anyway. So
Yeah, you can't do that.
I think you're allowed to do it. I think it's just like it has to be like tame, I guess, and like there has to be like a reason behind it. You can't just like do it for no reason.
I just know there's like
But-
some scenarios that you can't do.
Yeah. If you're gonna join, read the rules.
Stuff we're not gonna
please.
stuff we're
Read
not
the
gonna talk about
rules.
on a podcast.
Um.
Scenarios that we're not gonna talk about.
But yeah.
Not very good.
I was having a lot of fun with EMS stuff when our population was decent and consistent for a while, but they also did like a big wipe too. So I haven't really done anything EMS wise since then. But
Well, especially since after the wipe, not many people have been in the city
yeah,
because apparently we've made a lot of people mad, and people don't like not getting their way. And
yeah,
you know how people are. So you can't make everybody happy, unfortunately, and I guess people don't understand that.
people being a people pleaser is fucking stupid.
It's stupid.
It is stupid.
Huh. I think that's just difficult, not stupid. Oh, it's stupid to
it's-
have to be
it's-
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't make everyone happy.
I mean, like, I guess like
You gotta.
I don't know. It's like it's fine to be a people pleaser, but like if you get to the point where like you have to like you feel like you have to please every single person, then fuck that. That's dumb.
Well, that's just what you like. Running a 5M server is kind of like running a business. You can't like just like
Yeah.
let anything slide. Like you can't let anything happen.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can be a people pleaser. They're not gonna please every single person.
Oh yeah, obviously. But like that's why they were so concerned when what happened to me.
Yeah.
They were like so concerned about that because like they can be seen as a business, and like if I wanted to, I could like if that happened to someone and like they got like a traumatic injury, then they could have been sued.
Yeah.
So that's like why it's like so important to like try to run it as best as you can. I don't know.
Long story short, Kelly got kidnapped by the Lost because he was a police officer, and they made him take his clothes off, which was really
Oh
weird.
my goodness.
But
That was very interesting.
yeah, they could not do that because that was
And I like how
okay.
whenever I tell anyone about that, they're like, "That was you." That's all I did.
that was you.
They know about it. They just don't know it was me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it was indeed me.
Yeah, I feel like because like out of the three of us, between me, Kelly, and Wheezy, we've all had like weird shit happen to us. But I feel like out of all of them, Kelly's is kind of like the craziest thing.
I don't know. Weezy's was pretty weird.
It was weird, but like yours was just kind of like wildly absurd because of like the scenario that they were trying to put you in.
And only 2 out of the so it's only happens to every single person that apparently don't work at Bean Machine, because apparently that's just like where things
It's a
go
bean
bad for you.
machine curse or something.
I don't know, except for Glizzy apparently he was fine.
Well, I mean,
But only two.
I
only
wouldn't say
two
he
out
was
of the,
based on the way based on what happened to him. I wouldn't say he was
never.
fine,
Oh, yeah.
but it's not. That didn't really have anything to do with that.
I mean, that was his doing. He's
Yeah.
the one that didn't want to act that way. Like, he didn't want to do whatever. But, only
It wasn't.
2 out
It
of the
wasn't.
3.
It wasn't a forced thing upon him.
Yeah, only 2 out of the 3 people that did this to us were banned because one of them just vanished into thin air.
Yeah, my guy was just never. He never existed apparently.
He just came around the corner, ran Tyler over, and then poofed into thin air. Never saw him again.
Yeah, so I was going into like an alleyway because there's like a little alleyway and then there's like an auto care mechanic thing. So I was turning into the alleyway. My car, like I guess I don't know what the fuck I might almost missed the turn or something. So I was like sitting in the middle of the road for a second. All of a sudden, some guy in a fucking dump truck just comes flying in like a bat out of hell, hits my car, and my car is just like dead. Like my car health was like over half full. And then, like, the second he hit my car, it was just dead. Which is, like, not even, like, kind of how that's supposed to work. Like, it would have been, like, really fucked up for sure, but not, like, completely just dead. Like, shit was on fire, I think, right? And then, shit was, like, kind of, like, weird and glitchy, too. So I, like, did, like, a round trip. And then after I came back in, he came back, but my audio was fucked up, so for some reason I couldn't hear him if he was talking. So he just got out of his dump truck and just walked up to me. And like I think he hit my car again. I was like, was that really fucking necessary? And then he just drove off. And I was like, well, for some reason I can't push my car. So I started to just like walk to like the nearest garage. It wasn't like really that far away. And all of a sudden he's just kind of like pacing me behind me on the road in his dump truck. And it wasn't even until he like stopped and like I turned around. I was getting pissed off. I was like, dude, fucking stop following me, you fucking idiot. And he like got out of his dump truck and I was trying to say like, yeah, I don't need help. I go away. But like he wasn't talking, so I was like, is my shit fucked up? So eventually he just like got back in his truck. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I started running down the sidewalk again. And then I came up to the fucking crosswalk. And all of a sudden, like, the second I'm in the middle of the crosswalk, he just, like, fucking swerves and just fucking runs me the fuck over. And I'm just dead in an instant. And I had, like, pretty much full health. So, there was definitely some weird sussy shit going on there. But, like, immediately, because they're, like,
thankfully he was streaming.
Yeah, thank God I was streaming because there was one of the admins was in my chat. So all of a sudden he just like poofs out of nowhere. He was like, "Yo, were you just fucking mediumed?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he looked at the logs and he was like, "It never existed." It's like he was like, "Yeah, he must have just went around that corner and just logged off," and it wasn't in the logs for some reason. So yeah,
like him logging out didn't even exist.
Yeah. So.
And then Tyler was skeptical of every single dump truck after that.
Yeah, and for some reason after that, it felt like I was just seeing dump trucks fucking everywhere. I think it was just always like that, and it never really was a thought in my mind until after that happened. Because like after that happened, I was like, why are there so many fucking dump trucks driving around? But I think that's just a GTA thing for some reason.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But then Wheezy had to deal with a hacker.
Yeah, Wheezy got kidnapped by a hacker.
That wanted him to be his boyfriend. That was quite interesting.
It was yeah, it was quite interesting.
and not only did this happen, but this happened on like his second day of playing RP.
Yeah. And on his first day, he got fucking weirdly like just warped into someone's business when it was locked, and then that started a whole thing.
That was his first day.
Yeah,
that wasn't his first day.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear that I don't remember that being on his first day.
I'm pretty sure it was. It might have been on his third day, but no, I'm pretty sure it was his first day.
I don't know. I could have sworn that happened after the other guy.
It might have been. I have no idea.
Because I could have sworn that the hacking thing happened, and that happened, and I was just like, man, this guy can't catch a break.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it might have been the other way around.
All right.
But yeah.
Let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about
something fun.
Let's talk about vacation.
Yeah.
So guys, we were on vacation. We went to Florida. We went to the most magical place on earth. You guys can probably not figure out what it is.
Disney World.
Yeah.
I'm riding the hump to Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I know what Tyra wants to talk about right away about Disney World, because it's
yeah, true.
He fell in love at Disney.
Yeah.
That sounded weird. He fell in love at Disney World.
I met the girl of my dreams.
Tyra met the love of his life at Disney.
It was Mickey Mouse.
It was love at first sight.
It was Cinderella. No.
Oh my.
Yeah. So at the end of February, we went to Disney World, and we had a great time. So first and foremost, I found my new favorite Disney ride because it was not there last time we went to Disney.
It's a new ride. It opened up last year.
Yeah. So we also haven't been to Disney in
Since
many years. Yeah, 2014. So I was like just young enough to kind of have like some vivid memories, some vague memories. But it was like really nice to just kind of go again and experience it. But they had a new ride in Magic Kingdom, which best park honestly.
We saved Magic Kingdom for last, which is kind of weird.
Which is kind of weird.
Most people start with most people start with it, but we ended with it because we
saved the best for last. But also, because we didn't go to a park the first day.
We didn't go to a park on Monday because we were still our parents were still a little sick, so they were trying to get over it.
Yeah,
so we just kind of chilled on Monday.
We still got to go to all the parks. We still had a good time.
Where was it we went on Monday? We went to Universal.
Yeah.
The City Walk.
Oh.
I went to Hard Rock.
I have it right here. We went to Hard Rock Cafe, which was also really good. When we were at the Universal City Walk.
My glasses, yeah.
When we went to the Universal City Walk, they had like a lot of like different little, just teeny little shops outside. They were like really cool, but they had a couple for a different couple of movies. I think they had one for like Harry Potter or something. But they had one for Back to the Future, which I did not even like expect to see. But they had like a lot of cool Back to the Future merch, including this thermos. I don't know if I'm showing it to my camera, but there it is for Kelly's camera. It looks like complete shit. It does not look as cool on camera as it does in person, but
it's very red.
Yeah, it's because of the lighting. But yeah, they had a lot of cool merch, Back to the Future merch at that thing. But I've been wanting a thermos, so that's what I got. But
oh hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah!
And but yeah, so they have a ride called Tron at the Magic Kingdom, and it is very fucking sick.
Tron Light Cycle.
Oh, Tron! I didn't know that was its proper name.
I think it's like Tron Light Cycle Run or something like that. But it's a ride that we found out about like the first day we were there, because we found out that there's like a couple rides that you had to get in a queue for, and that was like one of them. There was that one, and then there was one at Hollywood Studios called what was it? It has nothing to do with
was it Avatar?
No, it was the other Star Wars thing.
Oh, then I have no idea.
Whatever it was called.
I thought it was Avatar.
It's nothing to do with Star Wars. But yeah, so they had that one, and then they had Tron at Magic Kingdom. And when they were like, we didn't even think about going on that, and then all of a sudden, like when they were on a ride, like they were on like the ride right next to that. They were on what was that ride? That roller coaster, whatever ride you were on. Mount Everest.
No,
Mount Everest,
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, yeah. they were on Space Mountain. I was sitting outside waiting, and I was like, just happened to like look at the map and see that. I was just like, hey, let me look up to see, like, let me look up a video to see what that's about, and see if we want to write it. Mostly because it'd be my decision, because
Yeah.
I would be the one that not want to write it. So I look at the video. It's just like, it doesn't look like Kelly doesn't look like something Kelly would normally ride, but fuck it, I'm gonna ride it. I was like, I'm gonna do something crazy for once.
Which was already kind of just
And
wild to begin with because Kelly
like they didn't
ride.
believe me when they came out, and I was like, hey mom, sign up for this queue, and they were like, what? They like didn't believe me.
Kelly does not go do roller coasters, pretty much.
Or any kind of like any kind of like I don't even know what
Like I think
not
like
thrill. It's more. I
It-
guess it's more like a thrill thing.
like thriller. It's mostly just kind of like the intensity, I guess. But I don't know. I think
Like, that was
like
my
the-
first time going on test track too when we were there.
Yeah, like that's
I
like
really
that
like test
like,
track.
That's like the other like thing that was like the intensest thing that he's like done
Like I was like that was like the one thing I knew I wanted to go on this time. I was like, since like the last time I wanted to go, I was like I think I was going to go on it last time, but I never got the chance. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I want to go on it this time.
Really cool fucking
Like,
ride.
I'm going
too.
on test track.
But-
And I don't even Tara been on it before.
Yeah, I don't think so. But really cool ride, too.
But so we
Excuse
signed up
me?
for the queue. It was like 1:00. It was like 1:00 or yeah, it was 1:00 when we signed up for the queue because that's what time it opened. Because they had like a morning and an afternoon one, and we didn't go on the ride until like 7:30. Like that's how long it took for them to get. Like we signed up like right at 1:00, and it still took us that long. Like people must have been just sitting there like refreshing to sign
Yeah.
up for this ride.
Yeah, and like even like with like being in a queue, I thought it would like kind of increase the time you would stand in line, but like we were still in line for like a good like 30 minutes. But
Well, yeah, because there's so many people in the queue.
yeah, but like even like just
I
like
don't even know
standing
about
in
30
line, it
minutes.
was like the entire
Even the
thing is
standing
like
in line was
really
pretty
fucking
cool.
cool. Like aesthetically, it's just like so fucking sick. Because it's like all kind of like
Yeah, so-
futuristic, kind of like themed and stuff.
Yeah, so like going back into GTA, they have Deadline. So
Yeah.
we've already played Deadline, and it's like this. It's like that's what Deadline is. It's like the same thing because it's a movie, which I never really knew that Tron was a movie until then.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is a movie, but that's what Deadline is based off of. It's like that whole like futuristic kind of like light bike kind of thing. It's just like, and I really like that kind of like futuristic
like
kind of style.
Your futuristic bikes, and then like it's kind of like red team versus blue team, and like you have like you take each other out essentially with your lines. I don't know if that's how like the movie works.
We didn't do that on the ride. We didn't
Yeah.
explode anybody.
And that's kind of like what they're like the story is on the ride. They're like you're on the blue team. Can you make it out alive or something? Like it's not that brutal, but and it's kind of it's kind of like that. It was a little brutal.
Like we got in line, and we had no idea like the way that you had to like we didn't know until like we were in line that you had to like you're gonna have to like sit in it like such a weird way. Like so basically the way you sit on it is you get on this. It's like a bike, and you basically sit on it like a bike. You lean forward and hold onto like handlebars, and you pull the handlebars forward, and then like a thing comes down your back, and then you put your your ankles, your feet on like these little, what were they, like little
It's just like little like
things?
platforms that kind of just come down off of the bike.
Like the last thing I was thinking about is like I don't even think I like rested my feet that whole time. I was just like holding my feet up. I was like scared to even let my feet down. I was like, I'm not letting my feet dangle or anything. Like, I'm keeping my feet up here.
I was doing that too until I noticed that there was
Almost-
actually like
it
platforms
was-
there. I was like, oh,
Well,
that
I don't
makes
think it was. I
sense.
don't think it was like that. I think it was more just like I was trying to like I was trying to get into like a ball. Like when you like you're trying to feel comfortable, like you're trying to like feel like comfortable, like you're trying to feel safe and secure. So you're like trying to
Yeah.
like curl into a ball. So like I'm just like trying to like push like curl myself up, like
Yeah.
not curl myself up, but like put like I'm like pressing. I was like pressing my leg into like the bottom of the bike, like as hard
Yeah.
as I could, just like trying to like feel like I was like attached to the bike. But it's just like weird that you don't have like anything in front of you. Like you're like leaning against the bike, but you have like the thing coming down your back, but there's no like lap bar or anything. So it's just like
Yeah.
it's like weird. Like you feel secure, but then you're just like when you think about it, you're just like how did that feel secure? Like your sides are like open. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, so like before we went on it, like Kelly was like trying to like explain it to me. He was like, because he was like, you ride it like a bike, and I was like, okay, how the fuck does that work? That makes literally no logical sense. Because like you can like we look at like we were like looking at him go by because like part of it like goes outside and like around the ball, and like it goes like sideways almost, and I'm like, how the fuck does that even like make logical sense? And he was like explaining how like
Did you not see the test one?
the what?
Did you not see like where they had like like they had the kids like they had like a test like sitting next to the line? You didn't see
Oh
that?
no, I didn't. No.
That's how we found out. Mom and Dad were talking
Oh.
about it. They had like
Oh.
the little kids sitting on it.
Gotcha. But well, no, because this my thought process was before we even got in line because you were explaining to me to me before we even went in line. And he was like trying to explain to like the back thing, like how it comes down your back, and like you pull on the handlebars. Like for some reason, I was like how I was picturing it was gonna kind of be like the Batman ride. I think it is in Six Flags. I think it's Batman. Like you have like a chest thing where it comes down over your chest because the ride like goes upside down and then you feel like you're flying. That's how I was picturing it for some reason. But then like this, like I was like the second I sat down on the bike, I was like, I'm like nervous. Like I don't know how this is gonna work. So I pull it down on the handlebars and it comes down my back, and I'm like, and like I got my chest like pressed up against like the part that's coming down, and I'm like, okay, I see how this is gonna like prevent me from like flying out forward, but like I don't like like how am I I was struggling to like wrap my mind around the logistics of how I wasn't gonna just go yeeting out of existence. But then they have like little like metal things that like wrap around your calves, and I was like, that makes me feel a little bit more secure. But then like once I got kind of like settled and like comfort, and like once we started like going like a little bit, because I have to like kind of like move it forward a little bit to
I like
get it
leaned
going.
down as far as I could. I wasn't like
Yeah.
like even when they moved us, it said like don't lift your head up. I'm like, well, what the fuck's the point? Like, we just look down at the ground the whole time.
No, I think they meant like,
Like
don't like just like be like a fucking goddamn giraffe and just like put your head like 10 feet in the air. Like essentially, like don't try to like stand up or something. Don't like be stupid.
But the terrifying thing was when we were in line and like the thing came on. It was like, don't ride this ride if you have medical problems or a history of whatever, like blood clotting or something like. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
like,
god, what is this ride?
Like it was like
And then
it was
was
like
just
it was like intense. Like they're like you have to like put your shit in a locker.
yeah,
and
it
all
was
that.
like store all your items in this like they had like lockers. They like put all your shit in a locker, even your phone and even your glasses. They're like put your glasses in the locker. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, okay, if they're saying that, I'm like, I'm putting everything in my locker. I'm in a locker. I'm not taking anything.
I don't think it was like
I'm not.
really.
I'm not. My phone probably would have been fine, but I wasn't gonna take
Yeah.
the chance.
That's yeah. I was like I don't like looking back on it like after we rode the ride. I was like I don't feel like it was like that necessary. Like it's better to take like it's better to be safe than sorry to take that precaution. But like it wasn't like that intense that shit could go like flying everywhere. But like yeah, better to be safe than sorry. Like
Well,
it's not like you go
my
upside
pockets
down.
are pretty
anything.
loose, so
Yeah.
you go like pretty sideways, so.
Yeah.
But
Not that I can tell what orientation
they have like
we were
little
facing.
they have like little compartments inside the bike that they said like in the line they were like you can put like stuff inside the little compartment. But apparently it was a good thing that we didn't trust those because that is our dad put like the I had forgot to put my scooter key in there or in the locker, so I gave that to him, and he also had to obviously hold on to one of the cards because you need your card to get back into the locker.
Yeah.
And like that thing was like had like a little hole. It like had like a little hole in the middle or something like that. I don't really remember how he described it, but he like
he
said
said it was like a hole, like
he had to keep.
like a fucking like a hole big enough for like a key to surely fall out of.
But he was like he had to keep feeling in there though throughout the whole ride to make sure the stuff was still in there. I was like, imagine just losing the key card to get back in the locker.
Yeah.
We couldn't. Even though when we got back to the locker with the key, Dad couldn't figure out how to open the locker. He was like, he was trying to use the
Stood
card
there for
to
like
open it. And
3 minutes. Just like, why can't we?
he was like, it's not opening. He was like, is it already? Did it already use or something like that? Thought people were gonna have our stuff on the other side or something. And then some woman walked up and was just like took the card and just opened it.
Like stood there for like 3 minutes, just like looking around, like.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
But we got to the ride, and the bikes are in rows of two. So me and Tara were able to ride next to each other, and then our parents rode in front of us. So first of all, I had to walk like across the track. Like, well, actually, it wasn't really a trek. Like, I mean, it was like a trek, but because they have like the prepping area, and then they move you to where they're gonna launch you.
Yeah.
So like you can, because you have to walk
like
across. The person that sits on their side has to walk across, and then get on.
Mm-hmm.
And like we got on and got all situated, and then I was hunkered down, and then they moved us, and Tyra was just like, before we even like, all we did was like move to the prep area. Like all we did was move to the launch area, and Tyra was just like, "This ride is sick."
I mean, because like, so like, I remember like when we were like halfway through the line, Kelly was like, "Do you scream on roller coasters?" And I was like, "Not usually. It just kind of depends on how intense it is." And then like I was saying, like when I first got on, I was still trying to like wrap my mind around like the logistics of how I'm not gonna go yeeting out of the universe. I was like starting to get like nervous. I was like, okay, I might scream on this. I don't know. And then like once I like actually like the second we got to like the launch area, like it was like really like aesthetically like fucking cool looking. And I was like thinking back to like how like fucking awesome like just like the build up like throughout the line was, with like the video and stuff that they had. And I'm just like, this is fucking sick. This is the sickest thing I've ever done and will ever do in my life. And I was sitting there chilling. I was like holding on to the handlebars. I was like, yeah, I'm GTA right now. I've never been more GTA in my life.
I gripped those handlebars fucking like I would have fucking torn them off. I was like, I didn't let go of that handlebar for a single second. Like I was pressed down into the bike. I had my legs like pulled up as hard as I could into the bike, and I was just like, I didn't even I don't even like barely remember the ride now. I think it's like a 60-second ride because you go through it like twice or something like that. Because you go, like, if you guys never know anything about this ride, you need to like at least like look up a picture of it, because the fucking like dome, like you go outside into like a dome, like there's like parts inside, and then you go outside into like a dome, and you like ride outside, so you can like kind of like when you're outside of the ride, you can actually see like the bikes. Like it looks so much cooler at nighttime. Like I'm glad we went on it at nighttime. Like I'm glad we had to wait that long, because it was so much worth the wait to be able to go on it at nighttime. Like you could see all the lights and stuff like that outside.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been like it would have been like really sick still, but it would definitely made it more sick that like it was nighttime, because it made it like way more aesthetically pleasing.
Like all the blue, especially since it was blue lights. I love blue. Yeah. But like you can like see like the cars because the wheels light up, so you can like kind of like see it like go across the ball outside.
Yeah.
Even though Tyra couldn't see it because it was so far away.
Yeah.
But, like I could still kind of see it. But like, I forgot why I was saying that.
Yeah, I was kind of like
you go outside on that ball like twice, but like I don't remember like anything about the ride. Like I don't remember doing anything because like it went by so fast, but also like I was just like much more in the moment of just like
fearing for your
Holy
life.
crap, we're fucking zooming. I was too busy screaming, like enjoying like the rush of whatever you want to call it, the rush of like the thrill, like that. I wasn't even like focusing on like actually like looking like at the ride. I was just like, holy shit, we're going fast. And it's not even that fast. I think because you look it up, it's like only 60 miles an hour, which is about it's about the same speed as Test Track, but it just seems so much more intense for some reason. Well, also because you do a lot more like curves and up and down and stuff like that than Test Track. Test Track's just a fucking circle.
But I don't think that's like the fastest ride either. I think Space Mountain is faster than that. I'm not sure, but
I don't know. I thought you just meant in all like in any ride. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure there's rides faster.
No, just in Magic Kingdom specifically.
It's like I'm pretty sure that there's rides somewhere that are faster.
Yeah, at first, to go back to your original point, at first, I was like hella gripping the handlebars, and like I still was like gripping them. I was like, I don't think I could let go of these, or I'm gonna get like hella disoriented or something. Like I had to like I could like because I had to like I have really long hair. I know it doesn't really show at the beginning, but when we're like going like 1,000 miles an hour and we're outside, the wind's just like fucking get my hair everywhere. So I had to like. I could like just barely take my hand off the handlebar long enough to like get my hair out of my face so I could actually see what the fuck was happening. But really, really fucking sick because it was just like it was like it felt really fun, but it was also just like really aesthetically like sick.
And I don't think I stopped screaming for like a second.
No, you didn't.
I was just out, and I wasn't screaming out of like being like a pussy. I was screaming like just like as like a like having fun. I don't know if Tara understood that.
I know what you mean, but it did not. It sounded like you were getting murdered by the ride.
Well, so, I've never screamed before. Like I've never had the need to like. I never scream. Like I'm not someone that just screams for no reason.
Yeah.
Like if I'm screaming, I'm like either really having fun apparently, or fucking getting murdered.
Yeah. So like I was already having like a lot of fun and like the ride was like super sick, but then like I got to hear Kelly just scream the entire time. I did not know Kelly was capable of making the noises that I heard on that day, so it made it even better an experience. Or I guess noise, it was just one continuous noise the entire 60 seconds.
Tara will be the only person to ever know what I sound like when I scream.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know that I was capable of screaming.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how you heard me. Like I felt like the ride was loud.
No, I
don't even know why. I don't even know why I thought it was loud. Felt like it was loud. Like what would have been loud about it? There wasn't music or anything, was there?
I don't think so. I mean, the wind. You get the wind like blowing in your ears the entire time, pretty much. But and also like everyone else is screaming too, not in that same way, but.
But the more I talk about it, like right after the ride, I was just like contemplating if I would go on it again if we ever went again.
Yeah.
If we ever happen to go again. I was just like, the more I talk about it, the more I think I would do it again. Just like because I want to like actually like experience the ride and not just be like looking down, screaming the whole time. But it's a lot easier to say something than
they could tear down every ride in that park except for Tron, and I would still go to Magic Kingdom for 7 hours every day.
Well, I mean, that's like the most like I don't know. It's like there's only like 3 rides there that are more for adults. Like Magic Kingdom is more of like the kid ride park.
Yeah.
Like all the other parks are more for like not adults, but like, you know, not focused on kid stuff.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean.
But I swear I do not remember Disney being so focused on teaching you stuff. Like this time we went, like every single ride, I felt like I was back in school. Like obviously they make it more interesting because you're on a ride, but like I felt like I was like I don't even know. I felt like I was back getting an education at Disney. Like I don't remember so many rides being like that. No wonder I don't remember the rides because half of them are all about that.
Yeah, I mean, at least like the ones that are like that, they're like at least aesthetically pleasing. So it's not like you're just like bored. But
I really enjoyed. So first I'm just gonna say this. I have like a ankle problem. Like there's something like really fucked up about my ankles, and I don't like. One, I have flat feet, and then I also have these fucked up ankles. Like they're not like I can literally turn my feet like 90 degrees. Like they can like be facing like this, like sideways. And I don't think that they're supposed to do that.
just one
I don't
day he
think
was
your
playing
fingers.
Rocket League and he got his ankles broke so hard that he just could not walk the same ever again.
Yeah, but like I really need to get looked into before I get any older because I feel like one day they're just gonna snap, and then I'm just gonna fall over and bump my head.
Call you Humpty Dumpty.
But like I've never had so much trouble walking. Like since I used to work at Walmart, so obviously since I talk about it all the time, I don't know why. But like I was walking on concrete floors for like 8 hours a day, almost like every day of the week, and like I never, like obviously I got like pain from walking, like normal, just like achy, like I just want to sit down for a little bit. But like the first day we went to a park, we went to Epcot. I swear, I was about to like start crying. The pain was so bad. Like I like we got like into like an hour before we were gonna leave. I think that's why we left. Like we obviously probably would have stayed longer. I don't know.
We kind of just did everything.
It was like more towards like in the afternoon after we'd been there a while. Like I was in so much pain. Like I just wanted to like sit down and start crying. Like I could not handle it. It was so fucking bad. And it was like every time, like for some reason when we stopped it made it worse. Like I got mad whenever we stopped, like everyone would stop somewhere and I was just like, "Oh my fucking god, keep walking." So the next day I was just like trying to. I'm like, how am I gonna do this for 4 more days? I am gonna die, not die. That's being a little dramatic. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it these far. I'm gonna like be miserable the rest of this trip.
Yeah,
I was just like, I need to think of
like,
something.
It's like the one thing you don't want to be when you're like on vacation trying to have a good time with your family.
I'm just like, oh my god, I'm in pain right now. Like I didn't think it was like I knew I was eventually gonna feel the pain from walking all day long every day. I didn't know it was gonna be like the end of the first day.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god. And then my mom was just like, because our grandmother uses a scooter, so she was like looking to see how much a scooter is, and I was just like, I was just like, well, that would be really nice because like I'm like, at this point I would spend like any amount of money for something like that, and just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm like at this point I don't care. Like you can have my firstborn child.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Okay, not that bad. Oh my god. Can imagine things people saying about me right now.
It's kind of fair, you know. Like if your feet are broken, you can't fucking. I don't know where I was going with that joke. You can't have sex with broken feet.
Oh my god. What? Huh? Okay then. So, she was like looking to how much a scooter would be, and I was like, all right, I didn't even think about that. But then I was just like thinking, well, I don't want to rent a scooter from Disney because there's people like, it was like me like all day long that day. I was just like going back and forth. I was just like, I was like, I don't want to take one from someone that actually needs one, but I was like, but I need one. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe not as much as other people, not as maybe as much as like other people, but I was just like, like I feel like I need one. But then I was just like, well, this is like the off season, so like they surely have plenty of scooters for how many people,
I mean, yeah, I
especially
mean,
during the off
it's not
season.
like they know they're gonna need a lot of them because like there are a lot of disabled people. So I mean, it's not like
I'm
they have
like,
like a
it
super
might have
like
been a
limited
different
amount.
story if we were like there in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
So I was like, uh,
But I mean,
I looked it
it's
up
not
and it
like
was
it's not like they just like have like 20 or something. It's like they probably have a decent amount.
and I was like, I'm gonna be there all day long, and I'm sure other people are gonna turn them back in eventually. And if
Yeah.
someone like, I'm like, well, also if someone desperately needs a scooter, they're not gonna rely on Disney having one.
Yeah.
Like, if you really need a scooter, you're probably not gonna rely on Disney having one because what if they don't have one? You're just gonna be out of luck. Uh, but I looked it up and it was like $75 a day at Disney or something like that. Plus like a whatever it's called, a deposit. And I was like, well, they're a lot cheaper on like third party sites where they like deliver it to your whatever it's called, your hotel or your resort. I couldn't think of the word resort. But obviously we weren't staying at a resort. We're staying in like a rental house, which we can
was
also
also
talk about that. Fucking
yeah.
that house was crazy. Even though we're not going to be staying at Vacasa anymore, apparently, but that's a whole different story.
Oh.
Uh, The next day, we got to Hollywood Studios and we saw that they had wheelchairs. They had wheelchairs for like $10 and scooters for like 75. My mom was just like, "Get a wheelchair and I'll push you around." I was like, okay. I really wanted a scooter because I was like, I don't. $75 is nothing at this point for me. I'm like, I don't even care. I'll spend that much money to
That's
get
nothing
rid of
for
this
you.
pain.
You want to slap me some $75?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
in pain anymore. I'm fine now. I like laid in bed for like a fucking week after Disney. And I was just like, I didn't walk anywhere. But apparently my mom regretted that because that was a lot of work. Or it was a lot hard. It was a lot more work than she thought. Having to push me around all day, which I felt bad. Even though I did buy it, I bought everyone pretzels. I don't know why I bought Tar a pretzel because he didn't do anything. I wasn't letting Tar push me around.
Yeah, that would have not. Yeah, you bought me a pretzel to reward me for not pushing you around.
He pushed me for like 1 second. I'm just like, stop.
No,
He
I
pushed
didn't.
me for like one.
I didn't even push. I put my hands on the handlebars. And I was like, no, I probably shouldn't.
But yeah, and then the next like so Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, I got a scooter, and it was heaven. I was just floating on the clouds, and I didn't run into a single person, which is a miracle because like half the people there are like asking for it.
Yeah,
There were so many people. Like I'm sure Tara didn't even see them all. There were so many people that just walked right out in front of me. Like I was like,
oh no,
there
I
was
believe
like
you.
one person. There
There's
was
people that
like
walked out in front of
one
me, and I
person
wasn't
that
even on a scooter.
there was like one person I came like inches from hitting. Like they just like walked out in front of me, and this one person was even like dragged their kid out in front of me. Like they had their kid and they just walked right out in front of me, and I couldn't even slam on my brakes because there was no brakes. you just let go of the gas and it stops, and it doesn't even like do it like immediately. It like takes like a second.
Yeah.
Like right when you let go, it doesn't even like it's not like immediate. It's like a second. So I was just like, "Bro, what are you doing,
Bro? Driving
like
here."
people are so rude now. Like obviously,
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it the last time we were there, but people just oh my god, it was so bad. People don't look anywhere. Either they're looking on their phone or they're just walking in a direction, just like if you're walking across a path, why wouldn't you look elsewhere instead of straight? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
you could tell, like, the flow of traffic. You could tell the flow of people walking. So, like, if you're walking the opposite, like, the parallel to the way people are walking, you should be looking where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, like, honestly, like, there's no way that it was like that last time I went. I think, like, I'm honestly just convinced that society as a whole has gotten way dumber in the past fucking, like, however many years that would be. Like, 10, I guess. Yeah.
There were so many people that... Actually, not so many people. I don't remember how many times it happened. There was one ride we were in, and these people just, like walked, like, kept, like, cutting through the line. They were, like, saying that they were catching up to somebody, but they just kept going and going and going. Like no, that's not how that works.
You catching
You
up
don't
to
just, like...
someone on the ride?
For real. Like, they, like, if it's like, I see, like, if it's like they're like a couple people into the line and they're catching up, but not like all the way at the fucking front of the line.
Yeah.
Like, that's just stupid.
I mean,
No,
like,
like...
surely, like, like, some security person or someone, like, saw them doing that. I was like, no. But I don't know.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
That
And
just
also,
doesn't
for
make
some
any
reason,
sense.
like I'm just, like, convinced that, like, there's, like, a large group of people just have completely lost the concept of the third dimension. Like, for some reason, like someone's, like, on a set path, and if, like, no matter what the fuck is in their way, they're gonna stay on that set path, even if, like, you have it doesn't matter. Like, they will run you the fuck over. Like, they will, like, put you into the ground just to stay on that set path. They are not aware of the concept that there is of the third
doing the
dimension.
straight line challenge.
Yeah.
They're doing the straight line challenge. They don't want to deviate.
How far can I go in Disney before I run into a fucking wall? Because I'm an idiot. But yeah.
People also don't understand the... Like, I thought this was just a common sense thing that you go right. When you see someone, when you're walking towards someone, you just go right.
Yeah.
Not do, like, the fucking hokey pokey dance with them, and you start to go this way, and then you start to go this way, and then just you're standing there for like 10 minutes trying to figure out which way you're gonna go.
Yeah.
I thought that was just something that everybody knew, was you go right.
Yeah. And like, even like with, like, I feel like enough people at Disney are, like, riding scooters or in wheelchairs that, like, you'd think people would fucking, like, be knowledgeable of that and, like, kind of just, like, watch out for that. And I feel like it should just kind of, like, be, like, the same concept of, like, if you're, like, on a trail and someone on a bike is coming, you just, like, get the fuck out of the way or you're gonna get ran the fuck over.
Well, some of the people on scooters think that they own the place.
Well, yeah.
They'll be the ones that run you over. People will run you over because they think that they just own the path. Which, like, I just started to, like once we got into Magic Kingdom, like halfway through that, I was just like, I just gotta go. Like, I can't sit there and wait for people. Like, I try to be like you try to pull out into, like, a path. No one's stopping for you. Not a single person is gonna, like, slow up or anything. You're not getting in. You just gotta go.
Yeah, it's like trying
You
to
just gotta
fucking
keep
get on the highway.
You just gotta keep, like, you just gotta keep inching out. You just gotta keep inching out until you're in there, and then you just go. Yeah. Like, you're not. There's no waiting for people. There's no waiting for a clear passage or anything.
Nope. But yeah,
just like you just go.
Yeah. When we were at Epcot, my feet got, like, really fucked up too, and then, like, I was, like, dead at like it was like I was, like, kind of like the same feeling, but probably Kelly had it probably worse than I did when we were at Epcot. And then, like, by the end of the second day, I was just, like, flat out fucking miserable because I was, like, in so much pain, but, like, probably still not as much as Kelly. There could be something fucked up about my feet and my ankles, and I wouldn't know it, but I mainly attest that to, like, I've spent, like, the last, like, 3 years mainly just sitting in a fucking chair playing video games for the internet. But, like, I don't. I think the ground in Florida is like cursed because like I wasn't like consistent about it, but for like months before we went, I was like pretty consistently going on like 2 mile walks every day. I kind of like died off of it before we went, but I was like fairly consistent with it for a while, and I didn't really have too many issues with like my feet hurting or anything.
Well,
I had like
walking
one
2
time,
miles
like
is
I
a lot
had like
different than walking like
well, yeah,
15 miles.
like we walked like almost like 10 miles like every day.
Well,
10
also
miles
just
plus
standing in line, just
that
standing
too.
there.
But like I feel like doing it like consistently like every day is like it. I don't know, but like I never had an issue except for like the one like there was like one time like I didn't even like go like half a mile and like my foot just like went like it was like pain like shooting up my entire leg. Um, and it was really bad. Like I was like by the time I got to like the second street that I walked down, I was like I have to just go home. I'm not gonna be able to walk. Like if I walk any further, I'm just gonna like fall over because like my foot started to go like completely numb
Tar
and
just
like
gets in the door and just falls over.
yeah, it's essentially what I did.
It's the press his life alert button.
Yeah, falling. I can't get and like I'm like walking back home, and like it started to get so bad that I just wanted to sit down on the sidewalk and just sob. It got so bad, and then like I didn't even realize how numb my foot was until I actually got to the door, because like I went to pick my foot up to get up the stairs, and like my foot just like came crashing down onto the step because there was like no feeling in it, so I couldn't like really control it. I was like, oh my god, why is my shit so fucking numb? Like that was like the weirdest fucking experience.
Did you have a pulse in your leg? Did you feel your ankle for a pulse? Tara's about to have to amputate his leg.
No, I don't know. It was like really weird, and it never happened again. I didn't go on a walk for like maybe like a week after that, because like my shit was like still kind of like sore after that, and I wasn't like walking too terribly much. But after that, it was fine. It never happened again. But it was like bizarre. So I don't. It was really weird. But so like I said, there could be something fucked up with that. But I just also just don't walk much. And I'm like definitely like overweight. So could attest to that as well. But no shame at all. But yeah, there could be something fucked up with my legs or something, but or feet or ankles, and I wouldn't know it. But
Well, that's definitely part of my problem, but it's most like 90% of it's the ankles. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Like I could lose so much weight and go to Florida again. I'd probably still be in pain again.
yeah.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with my ankles. Like I need to get that looked at sometime. Again.
Yeah.
I need to preferably go to a place that doesn't just want my money. Like I went to a foot and ankle place, and they gave me a fucking. First they had me go there. I had to pay a copay. I had to go there, get like the consult. I had to go back again, pay another copay, and each copay is like $70 or something like that. I can't remember if it's 50 or 75. So I had to pay the first one to get the consult, the second one to get like X-rays or something like that. I had to do a third one for them to size my foot for the cast, and I had to go again just for them to put the cast on my foot. Like they couldn't just give me the cast; they had to like literally make me pay a copay, go in, so they could put the cast on my foot.
That's so fucking
Not even a
stupid.
cast.
Why the fuck couldn't they just like mail it to you?
It wasn't even a cast. It's not even a cast. It's kind of like a cast. It's like a boot kind of thing. It's just
That's
like a little
so stupid.
thing. It's like not even that. It wasn't even like that big. I don't even know where it's at anymore.
That's so
I'm sure if I wore that, it would have helped. But it was just like I was so mad about having to go there that many times and pay it. I'm like, this place just wants my money. Fuck. Like this is unnecessary to have to go this many times for this.
That's like why couldn't they just like fucking mail you the thing? Like, that's so stupid.
Or just give it to me.
Or yeah, like why do you have to like pay a copay? Like it's
Just
not like
like
you're
just come in here and like, okay, I'm here for my thing.
like they're not like it's not like they're like using any of their resources or anything. Like that's dumb. Healthcare in America.
They had to
really
use the
dumb.
doctor. They had to use the doctor to put it on me. Even though I could have just done it myself. It's literally just a piece of Velcro. It's literally 2 pieces of Velcro.
The doctor took
think
the
I know.
2 minutes out of his life to put the Velcro straps on you. It is valuable time and money,
Yeah.
but money most and foremost, or more importantly. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Never mind. I'm thinking of it. Never mind. It doesn't use Velcro, but it's still like, it's practically the same thing because it's kind of like a mold. Because that's what the one appointment was when they had they put like a mold on my foot to try to like they had to mold it to my foot like so that it would be straight. Because that's kind of like was the thing. It was like a mold so that it would like the foot would sit straight like the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what it. I was like the thing I was thinking of was the thing that I had been using that was just like it's like a little. It was like it was like a cheap little brace kind of thing, and just like I wore that for like a while and it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
But it was funny like the day when they did the X-rays, they did the X-ray and saw what was wrong with it. And he like kind of like he like took my foot and like turned it so that it like to the position that it's supposed to be in. And like the second he got to where it was supposed to be, it just like made like the loudest crack noise.
Oh my god!
Like you know when your bones crack when you like if you like crack your knuckles or your So it's like my ankles like I don't know if your ankles actually do that or not. Like if you like kind of like twist your ankle, it like cracks.
Oh yeah. I love doing that. I twist my foot upwards and it just like cracks sometimes.
I don't think that's good for it.
No, it's definitely
you're
not.
You're not supposed to crack your knuckles because it's not good for it. That'll give you arthritis. But like it was just like the second he put it in the right position, it was just like the loudest crack, and it was like
oh my
relieving.
god!
It was like relieving, and it was like the loudest thing. And they were like, oh my. I don't remember what exactly they said, but it was just funny. It was so fucking loud. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yep, that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes when my ankle cracks, it's like kind of loud. So I'm trying to like imagine like it being louder than that. There's no way it's louder than that. But maybe I don't know. That would be wild.
Oh my god, they're just funny. Something I do want to talk about that house though. That house was like we rented a house from Vacasa.
I was gonna talk about my ear thing, but that's way more interesting.
Yeah, we don't care about your ear.
I mostly just wanted to talk about my visit to the clinic.
Oh, you can do that for a second because that was short.
Well, mostly just like
I forgot what the funny thing was.
I don't know if I ever told you the funny thing. I don't know if I ever told you the funny.
I thought you just told me something the other day.
I did, but that wasn't the funny.
Oh.
It was one of the funnies, I guess. But, so basically, I had just backed up ear shit. I was worried for a while that it could have been an ear infection, but I don't think it was. I don't know if it was. It could have been. It could have been infected, but it's fine now. But so my ear was really clogged up. That shit was deep in there. Ear drops didn't work or anything. So I eventually just went to the clinic, and I had to get it. They just did
the first day they were closed because it was snow.
Oh yeah, we went.
The clinic was scared of a foot of snow.
Yeah, it was the one day it fucking finally snowed in Delaware. And they were it was there wasn't a whole lot of snow on the ground. I mean, I think there probably was more when they actually closed.
They were literally on the main highway where it's obviously going to get plowed instantly.
Yeah, but they'd closed due to the snow. So me and Toby had drove all the way there. Not all the way. It was 5 minutes, but we drove there, we got out of the car, we went to the door, and it was like, you have to wear a mask. So we went back to the car trying to find a mask, and then Toby was like, looked back, and he was like, wait a minute, are they even open? And we looked, and it was like, no, they were closed for
Toy
snow.
didn't realize that when you were at the toy. You didn't, like, see inside, like, oh, there's nobody in there.
I don't know. He might have hyper focused on the mask thing, but so then we just went home, and then actually, we didn't even go back to that same clinic. I don't think. I think we went to a different place. I think. I don't know. Yeah. So the next day we went to a different clinic, and I had what the hell? What is it when with the water?
What's the water called? Flushing.
Yeah, they had to flush the ear. But so the woman comes in and she checks it out, and she's like, it could be infected, but I don't know. We're gonna clean it out and just kind of take a look at it. And so she walks out of the room, and the second the door closes, me Toby just hear her go, "All right, who wants to flush an ear?" Like it's some kind of like fucking like some kind of like peace offering or something. Me Toby just like started cracking up.
It was.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Bro, you missed the funny. I told the whole. You're like, oh. Anyway.
I heard something about peace offering. I was just like, what?
Okay, let me rewind. So she comes in the room, checks it out, and she's like, it could be an ear infection, but I don't know. We're gonna clean it out, and I'll take a look. And so she walks out of the room, and the second the door closes, she just goes, "All right, who wants to flush an ear?"
Who wants to flush an ear?
Like me, Toby just like started cracking up. Just imagine like everyone in the fucking the clinic just goes me. Something else.
Okay then.
They must have had trouble finding someone because it took like 5 minutes for someone to finally come in there. But yeah, and then they flushed it out. It was still kind of like iffy, like it felt. I don't know, but so I don't actually know if it was an ear infection because I still had like some kind of like weird like feeling in my ear or something. And then they gave me like antibiotics to take, which I didn't take all of them, but because I forgot to. But it's better now, so I don't know if it was an ear infection. Like I don't know if if it ended up having an infection or not, but it's better now. That's all that matters. But
so we can talk about the house now.
Yeah, this house though, the more interesting thing, as opposed to gross earwax coming out of my ear from the deep dark depths of hell.
So we knew we didn't want to stay at a resort because the resorts are very, very expensive.
Yes.
I don't know why. Because it's Disney. And it's just like staying at a hotel's like not any cheaper.
Also, we should probably talk about this kind of quickly because we're already at an hour 30.
It's okay. If people want to listen to this.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Just try not to like hit the 2-hour mark.
I don't know. I don't know like exactly why we decided to. I just remember like our mom was just like, let's look into a rental house because actually they had actually been working for they worked for Vacasa last summer, cleaning houses in a beach town near us, and so we thought that they were gonna be able to get a discount, but it didn't really matter because I don't think they did.
Yeah, I mean, also like the rental house is like I feel like staying in a rental house is like far nicer than staying in a hotel.
Well, yeah, because the hotel is just one little room. And it's not like you're gonna be there all week. I mean, it would have been a different story if we were like never there. If we like just like we didn't because we stayed there for 2 extra days. Like we went to the park for 4 days. We went to 4 different parks and then the 4 different parks and then we stayed there for 2 other days.
Yeah, like a couple of the nights we had we
so I was
were there for a while too.
Yeah, so I was the one in charge of looking for the house, and this was like all like last summer. Like when we were looking for it, we were like planning this. Like I was
in charge of paying for it. Unfortunately,
I was like, yeah, Tara was just the wallet. No one talked to him about anything. He was just it was just the fun. He was just the bank. He didn't know anything. He didn't know what he was paying for. He just was like, all right.
Oh, you know what's fucking stupid, by the way? Just fun fact. With all the money that I fucking spent on Disney, apparently Social Security thinks I have too much money in my savings account.
Huh.
Apparently they're decreasing my pay by like $30.
Damn. You can get here. Give me some money. I'll help you. Quick, slide me some money. Give me a little loan.
I'll figure it out.
Is that why you bought a guitar?
Yeah.
That's why Tyler bought a guitar.
I mean, technically, it's going to be the reason because I'm just gonna fucking pay off what's left on my guitar on my laptop and then just figure it out from there.
Buy me a keyboard.
No, if I'm buying anyone a keyboard, it's me because my fucking keyboard lights are all fucked
What's wrong
up.
with your keyboard?
I mean, nothing other than the lights.
The lights. You need a whole new $300 keyboard because your lights don't work.
Why can't the fuck else? I don't know.
I want a keyboard. I just don't.
Anyway, the house.
Justify spending $200 right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I knew I wanted to find one with. For some reason, I really wanted to find one that had like showers. Like I was like, well, I'm gonna be here for like a week, so I want something cool and fun and yeah, I want something fancy.
You consider showers cool and fun? I feel like they were kind of a necessity.
Well, I meant like what? No, that was. I wanted like something that was nice.
Just in general,
like,
not
the
not
hotel
in
that I
relation to the
stayed
shower.
at. Anthony and I stayed at in Key Largo. It had like this shower like with like a glass panel. And it was just like a walk-in shower. And it was like a rain shower. And I wanted something like that. Because like I never get to use something like that. And I was like, well, we're gonna be staying in like a rental house where you get to stay in like a really nice house for the cheap. Well, not really cheap, but you know. So I was like looking at all the houses around Disney, and I was just like trying to find one that had two bathrooms like that. And I finally found this one house. Because I was also like I saw one house that had a pool table. I was like, bet I'm gonna look for one that has a pool table too. Because I started liking playing pool, but I never get to play it because I don't like playing it in public because I don't know how to play it yet that well. So I was like, I don't really want to play it in public. So I found this one that had a pool table. It had a pool. It had a master bedroom. It had 2 bedrooms with queen beds, and then they both had like the master bedroom. Oh my god, the shower was massive. It was like the shower alone was the size of the bathroom here, like the size of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like you could be having like someone could be taking a shower, and someone could be like sitting on the other side just like sleeping or something, and not get a single drop on them. Like you had to literally walk to the other side of the room just to get like your shampoo or something like that. You had to like walk like 20 feet or something like that. I don't fucking know. And then the second bathroom had the same. It was kind of like that. It was just a simple little like one that I said before, where it's like the floor is kind of like slanted, and it like it's like a rain shower, and it has just like one glass panel, and you just walk right in. So the shower's kind of
you
like,
guys want to know what I had?
Like the shower.
You guys want to know what I had? As the person who paid for the entire house, a fucking bathtub with a window in it.
It was a stained window. At least you had light in there. My shower was dark as fuck. I couldn't see anything in there. Like I didn't even have the light. There was one light in the bathroom, and it wasn't even like anywhere near the shower, and there was no second light. I'm like, how is there no light for this shower? I had to take a shower in the dark.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I honestly didn't actually like really care about the bathtub. I actually took a bath one of the nights. I wish we were there more because I would have hella taken more baths. Yeah, sat my ass
I was
down.
chilling.
I mean, it was. I think it was after we went to Animal Kingdom. I was like, dude, I need to sit in hot water for like an hour. And it was great.
Tyler's like, run my bath.
Yeah.
Snapped his fingers at the bellman. Ring up my bath.
Bring me a glass of wine.
Or just took one of his hard Mountain Dews.
Yeah. I thought about it and I was like,
we went to, since we were in Florida, Tyler finally got to try a hard Mountain Dew.
yeah, because they don't have it in, around here for whatever reason.
Yeah, the closest places they have it is Tennessee.
Yep.
Which is quite far from here.
Because the Mountain Dew is the only 10 that I see. Yeah, so I got a variety pack, and I didn't realize that it didn't even have all the flavors. Because there was one flavor that Wheezy was like, "This one's my favorite," and I was like, "Oh shit, someone's not even in here." I was actually looking forward to having it too. I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, I pretty much liked all of them. Because I think it was like Live Wire, Baja Blast. It was like no sugar. And watermelon. I think that was it.
Whoever cleaned our house got a bunch of shit. Like
yeah,
like you obviously can't take we couldn't take stuff back with us to begin with because we didn't have enough room. But then like also you can't take everything on a plane because we took a plane there. Yeah. So obviously you can't take alcohol with you. So like,
which also it was me and Kelly's first time flying, which was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It was interesting. I didn't expect the. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about this in a minute. I'm gonna get sidetracked.
Yeah,
I like to do that. Like I only drank like half of my pack of wine coolers because like I was so tired like half the nights we got back, and I just like never like drank anything barely. And Tar didn't drink all his Mountain Dews. We got
most of them.
We got like
there was like 2 left.
2 or 3 12 packs of soda when we got there because we went to Walmart like right when we got there and bought a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I didn't drink all of my soda. Like I got a 12 pack of soda. Tyler got a 12 pack, and I only drank like half of that 12 pack.
Half,
maybe. I don't even know.
I did. I had like 3.
I don't even know if it was half. So we had a shit ton of sodas. A bunch of Gatorades, it was like a lot of Gatorades. There was like half a pack still.
Yeah.
And then those 2 things of alcohol. I think there was some other kind of alcohol. I can't remember.
No, I think it was.
No, I don't think that was. I think it was just that.
It was just. I mean, I drank most of the Mountain Dews, but there was only like 2 left. And then
there was like a loaf of bread, peanut butter. Actually, I guess not peanut butter because that was not open, or that was already open. I'm not gonna give them used stuff. That'd be weird. I can't remember what else we had left there. There was a lot of stuff.
I think that was it.
There was a lot of stuff on the counter. Can't remember what else it was. It was like some tea bags and because Dad had to have his tea. Dad had it, tea and honey. Or whatever he had. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tea and honey.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of stuff. So they got all that stuff. Plus, we tipped them a lot of money because of how much stuff we left there and all that. Plus, they also got. I don't know if they took the fan or not. But I had to get a box fan. I could not sleep without a fan. So I had to get a box fan when we were there. I was like, well, I can't bring it back with me. So someone's getting a free box fan.
Yeah, so okay. So like I'm the same way where like I need at least a fan on to sleep. I need some kind of background noise. And if I don't have a fan, I could like make do with just having YouTube play in the background because I mean I usually have YouTube playing in the background anyway. But like my biggest gripe about the house was like there was not a single fucking goddamn carpet in that place. So the whole fucking house was like just reverb city. So like it was even like the room.
There was a rug underneath the.
Yeah, that was the only fucking rug under the pool table. So like it was like I don't know what it was like. What? Like for some reason just like playing
everything in that house. You could hear everything.
like playing the video from my phone, like it was just like so echoey when I was trying to sleep. It was just like I couldn't do it. But I tried with a TV, and it was better because it wasn't like it just kind of like made, if I just had it low enough, it kind of just made the sound full, and it was fine.
Like if someone closed the door, you could hear that across like the entire house.
Yeah.
If someone like said
Yeah.
anything, you could just. I just like I felt I was afraid if I said anything, like to myself in my room, and like everyone in the whole house was gonna be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why it was so echoey in that house.
There wasn't a single fucking goddamn carpet. There was barely any furniture.
There was a rug in the living room.
Throw rugs don't
the-
really do that much, though.
No, the whole living room was rugged. It was like it covered the entire living room, but that was like it was the living room was more of like
Yeah.
a little side area. It's kind of like a alcove kind of thing.
Yeah, and also the living room was like 2 feet wide, so it's not, that wasn't really that much carpet compared to like, and also like the lack of like furniture too.
But apparently we're not. So we had a pool. It was $35 extra to heat the pool, and you had to contact them at least 3 days before, or let them know 3 days before. But I think we let them know like quite a while before, because my mom and Tyler decided to pay for that to have it heated all 7 days.
It was
and
like
we
a
got
month
there
or two before.
The day we got there, I had got a phone call about. I didn't answer it, but it was a voicemail. It was saying that they had found out that something was wrong with the pool heat or the heater, and they were gonna have it fixed, or they were gonna have someone come out and look at it, and they were gonna refund it for. They were gonna give me a refund for whatever days it wasn't working. So the next day, no one showed up, except for some random guy at like 9 in the morning that decided to come over and clean the pool, and no one. Not a single notification about it. No text about a person coming over.
I don't know why he cleaned the pool, because no one had been in it.
But like, why would you not like even like let anyone know that someone's coming over at 9 in the morning? Because like there's no like blind or anything, and because like there's like this humongous back door. There's no blind or anything. It's just this humongous window.
Yeah.
Like staring right into like you can pretty much see into the entire house. Like the whole entire house is right there. And he just comes right on in the fence and goes into the pool area and just starts cleaning. And we were all like sitting out in the kitchen. Like good thing like no one was like in their underwear or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone waking up at 9 in the morning to clean a pool is like gonna be all like, let me look at these people's windows. But it's still like an invasion of privacy. Like it's more of like a just like, don't do that. That's weird. But
yeah, they paid for all 7 days, and that guy came over. He just cleaned the pool. I don't remember if
it was just that one day too. I think right.
I don't think he ever came back
again.
Yeah. Well, every other day we were going at 9 o'clock, so that's the only day we were actually there at 9 in the morning. So we wouldn't even know if he came back. But
well, that's not entirely true. It was Saturday. We had Saturday, but I mean, I think we were all asleep.
I was sleeping at 9 o'clock. I didn't wake up until like noon.
Yeah, same.
I was fucking exhausted that day.
Yeah, exactly same.
I don't remember if it was that day or the next day that we had contacted them. Like I contacted them and asked them. No, I think we did call them that day. We called them and asked them what was going on, and they said that they'd have someone there the next day, or whatever. I don't remember the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had to get someone out there, and it's like every single day we waited. We got home and tested to see if the pool was heated, and that was like it like turned into like our routine. Just like we got home and just like, all right, Tyler, go out and see if the pool's heated.
Yeah.
And it was never heated. So like we went this whole time without it getting it fixed or anything. And so
it was a really nice pool though too. So like I forced myself to get in it. I was like, I don't care how it feels, I'm gonna get in this pool. It's the nicest pool. It would be a waste.
I was in there when it was like fucking freezing.
I don't know which night it was. It was one of the nights after we got home from.
It was Magic Kingdom. It was like the last night.
Was it?
I think it was the last night.
No. No, because I went straight to bed after we got home from Magic Kingdom.
You did. Oh, maybe it was Animal Kingdom. That was the night we got home really early.
Maybe I don't know. But it was like
I was
it was like
when we got home.
Oh yeah, I think it was Animal Kingdom because that was the day it was like really hot. So I was like, surely it's like still like hot outside. But for some reason, like it's like fucking. It was like 80 degrees during the day, and all of a sudden it was just like 50 degrees at night. And like I stepped outside, and I was like, it's not that bad. It's like a little windy. And then like I got in, like just like immediate regret. I was like, oh my god, it's so cold. But it was like I stayed there for like a couple minutes though. Yeah, I stayed there for a couple minutes though because it was just like I just wanted to experience it because it was really cool. The deep end was like super fucking deep. Like the deep end was like the deep end was like fucking like 7 feet. I was like, god damn.
Yeah,
there was also a
Animal Kingdom
waterfall,
closes at
cool.
6 o'clock, so we got home really early.
Yeah.
And I like how we were all on vacation. Like vacation's like a good time to like go to restaurants that you don't normally go to. But we got Applebee's like 4 times.
Yeah. Just like the easiest thing to do. I think it was because like we were all just like so too fucking exhausted to like go use the energy to like eat something, go somewhere new. Takes a lot of energy to do.
I mean, when we did go to Hard Rock and Rainforest Cafe, and
but that's not new though. We've been there before.
Well, it's different because we don't always get to go there. And we went to House of Blues.
Yeah, I've been there like forever too. I mean, there was clearly a reason why.
You just went there like a few weeks ago.
Before that.
Yeah, I got a souvenir.
Clearly a reason why.
Souvenir glass at Hard Rock and Rainforest. But Disney,
my
god!
I can't
Springs.
I can't make an excuse for I can't make an excuse for House of Blues. Their food's just not really that good. But I'll defend Rainforest Cafe's food for not being that great because it's more for just like the aesthetic of like being there because of like the environment. But the food isn't that great either. But
when we were at Rainforest Cafe, I got my first ever daiquiri.
Daiquiri.
And I'm very I knew I had heard the word daiquiri before, like I don't know if Tyler had heard of it before. I just like knew of that kind of drink. I didn't really know what I didn't know what it was, but when we were there, I was like reading the menu and I saw that, and I was just like, I saw raspberry. I was just like, I'm gonna try that because I wanted to have like at least one different drink instead of a Long Island every single time I went out. So it's like all I ever get when we go somewhere. And I saw that because I don't like I like getting something that's on the menu. Like obviously I know that they'll make you anything you want, but I just don't like I don't know what to ask for. I don't go and like test different drinks. So I like to get something that's actually on the menu, like one of the premium, like one of the.
But I mean, like also like if you're going to a restaurant, it's like it's more fun to do that because like if it's on the menu, it's like obviously like a unique enough drink for them to promote it.
Yeah. Plus, they're not. It might be like a unique thing because they don't actually. Other places wouldn't make that probably.
Yeah.
But, so I saw that, and I was like, we were ordering, and my mom had gotten one too, and I was very glad that she ordered first because she said that she wanted a daiquiri. I was like, oh, because I was gonna order a raspberry daiquiri.
Daiquiri.
I wanted daiquiri. I actually wasn't sure how you were supposed to say it or what it was, so I was actually just gonna point to the menu and be like, I want this one. I want this one.
I feel like I've only done that like once, surprisingly.
It was okay. It would have been a lot better if there wasn't little pieces of raspberry in it, like really little tiny pieces. I just knew that was gonna happen. I was like, well, every time I've gotten something that's raspberry, it always has some like little pieces of raspberry.
Yeah.
But It was a very it did not taste anything like alcohol. I did not know that daiquiris had like tasted nothing like alcohol. Like it just tasted like a fucking. What did I say? It tasted like. I can't remember.
Oh, it was like it's like Trix yogurt, I think.
Oh yeah, it tasted like Trix yogurt. It was so funny.
Like
It's just like
I
it was so
I agree.
fruity.
Like yeah, it was definitely very fruity. Like I could like kind of like feel like the tangy of alcohol, but like it was just like really like just more of like a fruity drink, which I guess most like fruity stuff like that is like that. But yeah, I'm fully behind. I'm like I was like fully with the sentiment too of trying to like you're on vacation, so try to like get new stuff like new drinks, which was like one thing that I really wanted to do. Um, a lot of it was nice. There was one thing that I highly regretted. So with the Rainforest Cafe, I got a hurricane. It was I don't remember actually what it was really, but it was like kind of fruity as well, but it was good. It was like okay. It was not like my favorite thing in the world. And also when I think my favorite drink of that week was when we went to Hard Rock Cafe and I got Purple Haze. Sounds far more stoner than it should, but um, it was like I don't remember what it was. It was like
Tar doesn't get the reference, guys. Sorry.
What?
Tar doesn't get the reference.
Probably not, but
It's referencing a song.
I figured that, but I just wanted to go with the obvious stoner joke about. Anyway, it was like grape, I think, and there was like Sprite and vodka and all kinds of shit, but it was really good. But then when we were in Epcot, I almost grabbed the place. And you're like doing like the different countries that they have there. When we were in or Country Walk, yeah,
Country
or whatever.
Circle.
Yeah,
What the fuck
whatever,
it's called?
whatever the hell it
the
is.
Country Showcase.
Yeah. When we were in
Mexico.
Dad and Toby wanted to get margaritas, and I had never tried a margarita. And obviously there was a reason
They're like,
why.
get one.
And they were like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Sure." Try a new drink. And like it was like that. I asked that like what it was because I didn't even know. He was like, it's kind of like a lemon lime thing. I was like, that sounds fucking awesome. I would love that. And I was very disappointed because
Tyler regrets everything now.
I regret like this. Like I was disappointed from the second I picked the cup up. I didn't even taste it yet. And I was disappointed. It was like filled to the brim, and like the rim was like covered like so much fucking salt. Like it was a mess, and like it was like I spilled it on my shirt because it was covered. Like it was like to the rim.
Tyler doesn't like salt.
And I got like no. It wasn't like. If it was just like around the rim of the cup, it would have been fine. But it was like all over the damn cup. It was a mess. Like someone like just like fucking opened the salt shaker and was just like.
The person was
having they just like went to
it on the rim.
Yeah, I guess so. But so it was like already a mess.
I thought they like just watered the rim and then just put it upside down and just put it in like a pile. I even do that.
I think that's more for like. I don't know. I mean, it was also in a plastic cup, so it's probably harder to do that. But it was like all over the sides of the cup and too. It was like, I was like already and then like I took a sip of it and it just tasted like piss. Like if I pissed in a bottle and drank it, and if I drank the margarita at the same time, I couldn't tell you the difference. Like if you like put them side by side and like I was like I don't fucking know.
How does it compare to Twisted Tea though?
Did I? I feel like I said twisted pea. Twisted tea tastes like piss.
He even rhymes with that.
It was twisted pea.
Twisted Tea is fucking nasty.
I feel like. I'm pretty sure I said it tasted like piss, but I think I meant that in more of like a metaphorical sense, where it's just like I was like, this is awful. Because it was like it was gross, but like, the fucking margarita tasted like exactly like piss. I'm saying that like I know what piss tastes like, but like everyone knows what piss tastes like. Let's be real. It's just like it's salty, it's weird, it's
everyone's
gross.
Tried it at one point.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm not like
as a
fucking
kid has just gotten that curious.
yeah. Yeah. It's not like I'm like fucking swigging back bottle of piss every day. It's probably it'd be good for you, good for
If
hydration and stuff.
if
But
you're a person that says that as a kid you didn't at least try it once, then you're just weird.
you're lying.
You're lying.
But yeah, like literally same thing as piss. So like fucking worst thing I've ever tried. But like I don't know. Like I would be like I don't know. I would try like a margarita that's like not that like not like an
Yeah,
authentic one.
our dad was saying it was weird. He might not have liked it because it was an authentic Mexican one.
Yeah, he like had to try to convince me. It was like they're not usually that bad. Like and I was like, I don't know if I believe you, and it might be a while before I even like kind of try it. I feel like I would have to like
Tyler's gonna make
like
his own.
let yeah. I feel like I would have to like let someone else get one for themselves, and like I would just like taste it to see if like I actually liked it or not before I like got one for myself. Because that was
Tell
like
tell
the
Toby
worst thing I've
tell
ever
Toby to
done.
get you one at the hideout.
Yeah, but
Oh God. So about the airplane, real quick. It was very interesting first experience to fly.
I loved it. That
So
was great.
the way there, I don't know what it is, but obviously that was our first time going through customs. It's just like
Yeah,
I've always had like this thing. It's not just customs. It's like whenever you're near people like you're like kind of like in that situation, you just feel like you 100% know that you're not doing anything wrong, but you just like have that
yeah,
feeling like just like, oh shit, what if this happens?
yeah.
I'm gonna get kicked out.
Like I think it's like the scenario of like, yeah. I think like for me it's like the scenario of like them like just you're just like they're filing through the line. They're just like they're trying to get you through like so quickly, but it's like you gotta like it's like intense because you gotta like empty your pockets and like with customs you gotta like take your shoes off and shit. It's just like too intense.
I'm just like, what if they think I look? What if they think I look suspicious? Do I look suspicious because I'm like looking around?
Yeah,
Do you like want to just sit here and stand straight? What if that looks suspicious?
yeah. And because I'm like used to
Oh
like the
God.
whole like take the things out of your pockets and like kind of do like the whatever for like they do that at concerts and like but like there's always like some like low level of anxiety just trying to get through that because I mean, it's just a social thing because I don't like people, but um trying to get through that I like that was like the only thing I was anxious about like because like I knew it was gonna be intense and like leading up to it like just standing in line I was like so anxious and then like I was like I wasn't even like anxious about the flight like it was my first time flying I was like this is gonna be great I'm gonna love it. But then
It's
like
gonna be
I
great.
was like so fucking anxious, like just trying to get through that, and then like after that I was like, okay, the hard part's over. Hadn't even got on the airplane yet. I was like, the
Now I
hard
just
part's
gotta get on the
over.
plane.
No, that was that was it. I was just like, I'm through customs. That's it. I'm the
I'm
hard part's
chilling.
over. I'm chilling. I'm peachy.
Well, apparently in Philadelphia airport, once you get through customs, there's fucking nowhere to sit. You gotta take your shoes off, and there's literally nowhere to sit after that.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta sit on the floor to put your shoes back on. Like, bruh. And in Orlando's airport, you go through customs. They have like 20 benches to sit on.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
I mean, we probably could
is
have
it that
found
hard to
somewhere
put
to
some
sit down
benches?
if we like walked further than like 5 inches from customs.
Well, apparently it was a good thing we didn't do anything extra because we were
Yeah.
almost late to our flight. So Philadelphia Airport is split into like 3 terminals. Our flight we went into Terminal B because that's where we stay at the Marriott, connected to the Terminal B. So it's like right in the middle. We got through customs and everything. We were good. We went all the way to Terminal A or Terminal C. It's like the very end of the airport. We got there like a half hour early. We're like, okay, we're good. We're chilling. And all of a sudden, we got a notification. It was like, your flight's been changed to Terminal A. We were like, what? Huh? Apparently, they had literally just did it, like, right after we had checked in. Like, right after we had checked in and got our tickets, they changed it. So we had to like go all the way to the opposite side of the airport in a half hour. We just like barely made it. Or just like they just want my entire first experience. They want the authentic running through the airport experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay then. And we were on the plane, and like they started the taxiing. It's like, okay, we're moving. This is okay. I'm good. Obviously, this is the reason we've never flown, because I've always been afraid. Like, I like being on the ground. The ground is where I belong. My feet do not like being not on the ground.
Yeah, I feel like because like Kelly was like the nervous one. I feel like I was like the annoying like cartoon character in his POV, because I'm just like Kelly's like freaking out. I'm just like, wee, just riding along, just having a great time.
Like, people say, like, they always bring up like, there's there's more car crashes than airplane crashes. I'm like, yeah, but a fucking car crash is fucking instant. If you fucking die in a car accident, you're done. You fucking get in a plane accident, you're sitting there falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
You're like impending your doom for like 10 minutes. 5 minutes, however long it takes for a plane to fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
But they fucking start. They started talking. They started going through like the safety things. They started talking about the fucking the falling in the ocean or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, stop talking about this. They're like talking about how to put on your like the life vest or the whatever they are. They're like, and pull the string. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see. What are you talking about? What are you? Where's it at?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know where. I don't even know where they were talking about. Where are they at? I don't even know where the things were stored at.
Like it sucks that they have to talk about that stuff, because it's like it's so intense, and I feel like for like someone that's like on a plane for their first time, like they're already like, if they're like already like super anxious about it, and then they're like, in the case of
if
like
you get in a plane crash,
if you land in the ocean, good luck. Like,
but then it's
not
okay,
likely to happen. We shouldn't
be.
But
I'm like, well, we shouldn't be landing in the ocean because we're nowhere near the. Well, nowhere near the ocean. We are near the ocean, but like, we shouldn't. Theoretically, shouldn't land in the ocean because we're not really flying over the ocean.
Over it, yeah. But it happens. Landed in a lake somewhere.
So we started taxiing. We got like they kind of like started like moving a little faster, and I thought that like that was like as fast as we were like I had no expectations of what was gonna happen, of how like how it felt. Like, my mom had told me that there's like a little, all you're gonna feel is like a little jolt when you take off. Like, she said that's like the only thing that might like throw you off. It's when you take off. So like we started going a little faster, and I didn't know that was still just us taxiing. Like, they started going a little faster. Like, so, and all of a sudden we went like around like a corner. Like, I could feel us like making like a really sharp turn, and all of a sudden it was just like boom. I fucking went flying into my seat. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like I had no expectations either. I was like, I don't know, like how
we
like,
fucking started
like
booking it. I was like, oh my god.
I was like I didn't even like know that they like had to like taxi around for like so long. I was like, what are we doing? I thought like we were just driving around for like an hour.
It was fun. It was fun. It was funny when we landed. It was like a 2-hour flight, so like I brought headphones and everything, but like the way there, I was just like still like kind of like on edge. Like plus I was tired. Both airplane rides, I was tired as hell. So the first night was Domino's fault. I don't even want to talk about that right now. I'm still mad.
Story for a different day.
We'll save that for next podcast.
I'll have a whole rant about pizza places and why they suck.
Yeah. That's like a whole hour. That's like a long story.
Yeah.
About the night that we got. That was like Domino's really ruined the first night of our. Like, we hadn't even gone on vacation yet, and they already ruined my vacation. I was like, bro. I'm like, this vacation is just starting out lovely.
Yeah.
But I had brought headphones and I listened to music. But then I was sitting next to random people, because we were sitting. We had 4 seats because we're 4 people, obviously. Uh, so and I switched with my dad because I wanted to sit in the aisle seat because I already hate sitting like on the inside of people. That sounded weird. Like on the inside of seats because like I don't like having the feeling of nowhere to go. I don't even think it's like a mix of claustrophobia and like feeling like you're stuck, like trapped. Like I like despise that feeling, like feeling like you can't go anywhere. Like I start having like a panic attack.
Stuck, isn't that like just the definition of claustrophobia?
I don't.
I guess
that's more like being like closed in.
Yeah, but like you're closed in and you feel like you have no place to go.
But I don't know. I started like panicking and like even when I like think about that something like that happening.
Yeah.
Like I can't even sleep in a sleeping bag. Like it's so bad. So I was like already like anxious about getting on the plane. I didn't want to have to do that. Sit on even sitting in the middle. I didn't want to do that. I don't know if it like thinking about the plane now. I don't know if it would have been that bad in the middle, because like I probably still would have been mad because like it throws like a little bit of leg room, a little bit more room in front of everyone's legs, and I probably would have been fine. But like I don't think there was that much room.
Yeah, I mean I would have had to like get up for you to get out, but I mean like.
But that's
you could have like if you really had to get out, you could have just like climbed the fuck over me. But I mean like,
or pushed you out of the seat.
I mean I would have. Well, I'm wearing a seatbelt, but
I don't think you even put down your armrest. Did you? Did you have your armrest down?
Well, on the right side, yeah. But Dad used the one on the left.
That was rude.
I know.
But I didn't want to like wear headphones when I was sitting next to the other person because like I didn't want to like. In case they had to get up or something, like I don't know. I just felt weird. I'm just a weird person like that.
Indeed, you are.
But that person seemed like they were having fun. They had like a little kid next to them, and like I had like a dad sitting next to me. He was just like, apparently like, kids like do not like sitting down on airplanes, and apparently they know how to take off their seatbelts because that kid that sat next to me on the plane. And then also the kid in front of, like, how did I get stuck next to kids both times on the plane? There was one next to me on that one, and then there was one, like, in front of me on the other one. And both of them kept, like, unbuckling their seatbelts and standing up.
I feel like the one on the way back was worse, though.
Yeah, she could not get that kid to sit down and buckle in when we were taking off. She was like, we're taking off, you have to buckle in. I don't like how when what are those people called? Those people, the people that walk down the aisles.
Flight attendants.
Yeah, the flight attendant. When the attendant walked
by,
I didn't she was like, "What?"
I couldn't tell what the fuck you were thinking of.
Like she walked by and she was like, "Are you gonna buckle? You gotta buckle them in." She was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to." Or something like that. I don't know.
Waffle said, "Click it or ticket, bud."
Click it or ticket. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, actually, click it or you're gonna fly out of your seat.
An airplane traffic ticket, yeah.
Airplane traffic ticket. Damn. I don't know. I was just too tired to listen to music. But anyway, when we landed, like I wasn't exactly sure. Like, thankfully, the guy next to me was talking to his little kid, and he was like, "We're gonna land in 3, 2." And he said 1, and I was just like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. He was a little off. He was like 5 seconds off. All of a sudden, we just like hit the ground and we started like popping up and down. I'm like, oh my goodness. But then I found out from our parents, they were like, it's not usually that bad. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what in the world is that landing?
Yeah,
but like
for me,
we landed, and then we started taxiing around. We were taxiing for at least like 15 minutes. I'm like, are they taxiing us to another airport?
Yeah.
They're taxiing us to Disney World.
Yeah. When we were taking off, like after like a few minutes of us taxiing around, Mom was like, or Dad was like, "This is just how we're gonna get to Florida." I was just like, I didn't know they had to like taxi around for so long. Mom was just like, "Yeah, they just drive down Route 1 or whatever it is."
Drive down Route.
But I didn't know we had to like taxi around for so long, and then like the takeoff like threw me off for like a second because I didn't know we were gonna be going that fast. But I was like, "This is fun. It's like a roller coaster." But yeah,
That was like the only
landing,
exciting parts of the flight is when you land and take off.
yeah, like the landing like was like the only thing that actually like really like threw me off and like kind of like was like, oh my god, that was weird. But yeah, it's not really supposed to fucking like make you like jump back up like in the air.
Apparently, the landing on the way back was like 10 times better.
Yeah,
It was like 10 times smoother.
barely noticed we even landed.
Well, apparently the runway in Philadelphia must be a lot shorter because when we landed in Philadelphia, they fucking slammed on those brakes.
Yeah.
They like slammed on them like the second we landed. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Apparently, it's just in movies and TV shows where people. I was like expecting when we landed, people were gonna start clapping.
What?
You've never seen that like a TV show? People like clap when
No.
you land.
No.
They like applaud.
The fuck kind of shit are you watching? What?
They're like applauding the pilot for landing.
I can't say I've ever seen
for their job. They did a good job. You don't want to applaud the pilot for their good job for getting.
I
you
mean,
there?
I'm not gonna be the only person to do it. Like if everyone else was doing it, I'd be like, yeah, good job, buddy. I don't know. Maybe people used to do that. I don't know. People are rude now. They don't want to do anything.
People are rude now.
People probably just think the plane just goes by itself. They don't even think it has a pilot, probably. Which I mean, that will probably be a thing soon enough.
The way back, I wouldn't know because I couldn't hear the pilot. He needed to talk a little louder. I couldn't.
Dude
even
sounded
hear
like he was
him.
like, dude sounded like he was just like fucking chilling. He was like, yeah, we're gonna be like taking off soon. Yeah, just gonna. Yeah.
He was like saying. Well, first off, he said, "Fly Eagles fly," like ill. No one wants to hear that. I don't know why that weirdo would say that. Just because we're going to Philadelphia doesn't mean I want to hear that. And he was like saying what, like he was saying what like our baggage claim was gonna be, and I could barely fucking hear him because everyone was talking.
Yeah. Those rude guys.
I was like, shut up! I'm trying to hear the pilot. He's saying important stuff. All right.
You know,
well,
like I was just fucking like I was chilling. I was like I was also tired.
The way back, I slept half the flight. I was like,
yeah, on the way back, I was still really tired because like I only got like 3 hours of sleep. I mean, it was the same thing on the way there, but I was like more tired on the way back for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I listened to music the entire time, even though I was like insanely tired. I also got coffee, which was.
I want to go back to Florida already. I'm already ready to go back.
Yeah. Also,
Weirdly,
airplane coffee. Also, on the note, airplane coffee fucks way harder than you think it would. I don't know why.
Huh.
Anyway,
that's kind of weird.
it did. It was really good coffee. I don't know why.
All in all, sometimes vacation is more stressful than not going on vacation. Vacation is stressful sometimes. It's so weird to think that, but like,
I mean, I think it's just
stressful
like
vacations, and then there's like relaxing vacations.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like Disney is like the biggest thing with that sentiment, but
if you're on a Disney vacation, don't expect to be relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with any vacation, like if you're like on vacation, but like you're like still like traveling out and about, it's gonna not be like relaxing unless you
I will
find
say we went to Disney
that
Springs on
relaxing.
Saturday when we were free, and I was just like,
We're free.
I was like, I want to leave.
We're
I want to go.
free.
I want to go home.
Yeah, Disney
I
Springs
was
is
like,
not like
Disney Springs, like we went there to like eat and like do whatever, and it was like so crowded. It was like crowded, more crowded than any of the any parks we were at. Like it was
yeah.
like people everywhere, and it was dark outside. It was my feet were still kill. I was just like I want to go. I'm tired of people now. It's like I've been
Yeah.
over. I'm tired of people.
And I mean, like
Just go
Disney
away.
Springs is like solely just like the stores and just like going for like merch and stuff. And like I am not even like the least bit interested in that. Like, mainly because like I don't really care about that kind of stuff. And also I'm not gonna buy anything because I already spent like a gajillion dollars this week. So,
Like if
but
my feet weren't killing me, or my ankles weren't killing me, and it wasn't dark outside, like I probably would have been fine. Like I don't mind just walking
yeah,
around stores and looking around, but I just like I was done. I wanted to go home. I was like I want
yeah.
to go back home. I want to use my computer. I want to sleep in my bed.
I mean, I was like I don't want to be in the Disney Springs or whatever. Like I could have I could have stayed in that house for like another week.
That house was not a place that you just rent. That was a place you like live in.
Honestly, for real,
I'm just gonna go buy that house.
dude. We didn't even mention it had a fucking arcade cabinet. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah, it was
Real quick,
crazy,
Beezy, thank you
crazy
so much for
house.
the prime. Appreciate it.
Oh, I didn't even finish what I was saying earlier. Uh, so they paid for the pool heating, and
Wait, do we get so sidetracked?
you think
It's not
they
just
paid
you;
for
it's me too.
that. We went through the whole vacation. Nothing happened. Uh, Never got fixed. They decided to refund us. They refunded it to my old bank card for some reason. Like, 'cause my mom had paid for it with her card, but they were like, let's just refund it to the person that. Let's refund it to the card that the whole trip was paid on, which was my card, but it was my old card from PNC. But I don't have PNC anymore. I switched to
Oh
Citizens. What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know this? You didn't even know what
no,
happened?
you never told me this part of the story.
Yeah. Uh, like my PN like for some reason my PNC account was overdrawn by $100 or something, which I didn't even know. I could have sworn it was at zero when I stopped using it, or something like that. So my account, like I just knew my account was closed. I knew it didn't exist anymore because when I opened the PNC app, it's gone. Uh,
Mm.
but I saw that it was back again. Like, well, first I was just like, well, where's the money gonna go? My account doesn't exist anymore. And then I saw, like, I just happened to look at it one day and I saw that the account was back. And I saw that there was a pending deposit for the refund. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I guess it's just not available yet. And I went back the next day and it said that it was a pending withdrawal already. Like, it had posted, but it was a withdrawal or a pending withdrawal. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I called the bank and they're just like, yeah, the account was only opened back up to take the deposit. And you had to talk to whoever because it was handed off to this one department because it was overdrawn or whatever. I don't know. And they're like, oh well, they're all on lunch, so you gotta try calling your local branch. And I called the local branch. I was on the phone for like 5-10 minutes, and they didn't even answer the phone. I was like, oh okay. And I was like, okay. And then like the next day or the day after that, the account was just gone again. I was like, what? Where's my money?
What the fuck?
They just stole my money.
Damn.
And mom was over here stressing me out because she was like, "Where's my money? Where's my money?" I'm like, I don't want to talk to these stupid people on the phone. I'm tired of talking to people. And we tried talking to Vacasa to see if they could like reverse the charge and charge it, refund it to another card. And they were like
Mm.
the most unhelpful people in the world. Well, first I called Vacasa and I asked
Normally.
them this, and
Mm-hmm.
she was like, She's like, all right, let me go find out if that's possible. She put me on hold. I was literally on hold for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the call just cut off.
Damn.
And even at the beginning of the call, she asked me for my phone number in case we got disconnected, and I never got a call back.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what the hell? The call just cut off. Like, I was literally on hold for 10 minutes, just waiting and waiting and waiting, listening to fucking elevator music.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have to listen to the chocolatey goodness.
Yeah.
We'll
Very sensual, very sensual chocolate cake. Anyway, that's the teaser for next episode.
Yeah. So we finally found out that Vacasa's very unhelpful, and that PNC sent me a check for the refund yesterday in the mail, or today in the mail. So that's the moral of the story, is that I did get my money. I finally got the money.
No,
It's not even my money. It's for Mom and Tyler, because they're the ones that paid for it. So
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't even like. That's why I was like so stressed. I'm like, I don't want to talk to all these stupid people for something that's not even for me. It's like, I don't like talking to people on the phone. I don't want to do all this.
Yeah.
So Mom was just like, we're never booking from Vacasa again. I'm like, oh,
Damn.
okay, then.
Why would it wasn't their fault. I mean, it's kind of their fault because they charged it to.
They could have fucking
like-
asked who. They could have fucking asked who. What's the refund
Yeah.
to instead of just choosing one.
But it's not like the whole situation was their fault. It's not like they didn't know that you didn't have that account anymore. Like, it's like the experience that we got, like the main experience that we paid for, we got, and it was a good experience.
I don't know. You're supposed to say that and then actually still do it. No.
Yeah.
That's what people do. They're like, I'm never shopping here again. Then you see that.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
True.
All right. So
Anyway.
we got a little teaser for you guys next episode. We're gonna talk about why Domino's is stupid and why I'm not getting Domino's anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I want to say I'm not gonna get them anymore, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it.
We'll know next episode. to be continued.
We won't even know that. We won't even know next episode.
Oh, this has been a very long episode, but it's fine because we haven't done one in like forever anyway. So
Yeah. It's
there
making
you
up
go.
for all the other ones.
Yeah. Although I feel like at this point I should probably just split this episode into two because I feel like at that point like I could.
No, it's okay. People like listen. That's the point of a podcast. You're supposed to pause and listen at another time.
Yeah, sure.
You just keep listening to it in little bits and pieces. Unless you're a weird person and listen to the whole thing all at once.
Well, if you did that, congratulations. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Thank you
Regardless,
guys for listening.
if you made it to the
tuning in.
end, if you made it to the end of this, God bless you. Appreciate you. If you enjoyed the show, you can follow us on Twitter at defaultgamerpog. I think that's our Twitter handle. I think. I kind of need to check actually because I'm not actually sure.
You can check it out on Twitter. How about that? You can check me out, Kelly the Gamer, at YouTube, KellySmith00, or on Twitch, Kelly the Gamer, or on I would say on Kick, Kelly the Gamer. That's only for the podcast right now. I just haven't been in the mood to stream on Kick lately because it's just too much work to multi-stream. I just get too overworked. But yeah, that's about it for me. I've been trying to stream more now, but I just like been streaming RP and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of RP stuff. How about you?
I don't know why the Twitter handle's not in this, but okay. So I'm pretty sure it's at defaultgamerpog on Twitter. And we also have the YouTube channel if you want to check out the video version. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a rating. Same thing on Apple. Appreciate it. And yeah, we have the Spotify for podcasters link as well in my chat if you want to use Pog Social. If you need to see what else we're on, because we're on a few different things. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what we're gonna be on when Google Podcast goes away, because apparently that's happening. I think it's just shit's getting transferred to YouTube. I have no idea, but we're already on YouTube, so it's fine. But you can also follow me on Twitter at def_miserable, def_miserable. Check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/defaultmiserable. I just posted a really sick teaser trailer for a project that I've been working on the back burner for a little bit. I say working on, but I've mostly just been thoughts, but something that I want to do
that video in, a vault.
in the future. What?
He definitely didn't have that video in a vault and just released it.
Oh yeah, true. I've been like hella sitting on that video for like a month or so, and I've been too lazy to release it for whatever reason. But I finally did, and it's a really good video. I think it's turned out super sick. So if you check it out, really appreciate it. Yeah. Also, twitch.tv/defaultmiserable. I haven't been like streaming like super consistently, but when I do stream, it's usually RP or Princess Peach's Showtime came out today. Really enjoying the game so far, so I'm probably gonna be streaming that for the next couple of days as well. I'm assuming I'll probably be streaming it by the time this episode comes out, but we'll see. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate it. And until
thank you guys for being Pog.
True. Very poggies. Thank you guys so much for listening. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Easy clap.